As in 3, 2.
Oh, now we have a countdown.
Oh, I've always done the countdown.
Hi.
Hello, welcome back into the Jaro. After Chao kind of just killed my vibe there.
I don't know. I've never known you to count.
I've always counted.
You've never counted.
Mayman.
I don't think I've ever heard you count in. So
well, I didn't know how to count up to 3. That's probably why you haven't heard it. Like, I don't know what comes after 3. It's
there's this guy on Instagram. He's Vietnamese and you haven't heard his stuff?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my god.
Is he the one that sings the number song? Okay, I know the number song because you sent it to me and that shit was catchy as hell.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, oh shit. This guy's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't know he had more than that.
Yeah, no, he's like pretty famous now, man, and good for him. I mean,
I'm gonna have to look that up again because that shit was like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
4.
like he actually made it a melody. He's like, holy crap! Like this dude fucking went hard, and then they put a beat. I don't think maybe he did make the music, but somebody took
his music,
his verse of the numbers, and then put music to it, and it's like, oh wow, that's
it's really good for whoever hasn't seen it. Do you know the name of the guy?
Soy Tiet or something like that. I follow him on what do you call it, on Instagram.
Yeah, but it's legitly good.
Yeah, it's actually really good. I don't know if he's done anything. He's got some pretty decent dance moves too.
It kind of reminded me a little bit of that. Remember that pineapple pen thing that came around?
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of that, where it was like something kind of just really random and out there, but it was catchy as shit for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So it's within those.
I got a pen. Oh.
Pineapple pen. No,
something like that.
Pen, pineapple, apple pen. It's like, some shit like that. I don't know.
Like that. Yeah. Look, hold on. Look, somebody even. Hey man, somebody actually
okay, cool.
Like they went hard on it, dude. Like this guy. Look, I'm trying to find the original. Well, not the original, but I guess the
popular one.
Yeah, or his numbers song. I don't even know how far back it is.
I'm pretty sure you can just YouTube it. It'll be like numbers song and that guy's name.
Yeah, and he's. Hey man, I think it's.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
He's done this and he's done the hundreds, man. Like
the first one was the hundreds.
The guy's.
He found a good
like
niche.
that's his thing, and I wonder if like, I mean he's got some videos where like he gets like the landscape. And wow, man, it's actually really really nice.
Yeah, no, apparently places outside of Rwanda are very pretty.
Well, this is jungle. Like this is legit. Yeah, this is jungle.
Once you leave the fucking
this isn't Monte.
Yeah, once you leave the Monte and where everything's like a different shade of brown, except for the cactus, is like the only green thing here.
Yeah.
Maybe mosquitoes in their blooming season, but yeah, fuck that shit.
So we got really sidetracked there.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
But you weren't here for our last interview, so how have you been?
Good, I've been busy.
You've been busy? Oh, okay, see, last time you made me feel like a dick because I didn't ask you, and now you're like, oh, I've just been busy.
I mean, I did show you what I've been working on.
You did show me what you were, yeah.
So...
Which sounds pretty fucking legit, too.
Thank you. So yeah, there's that. That and work. And just... guitar playing, dude. You know, that's where it's at right now for me.
Está bien.
How did the interview go?
It was fun.
Who? Or are we not allowed to say yet? Oh yeah, no, this is gonna be like afterwards.
Yeah. So they would have seen it. It was with Mr. Mikey Signs from his tattoo is called Warrior, but it's the CRW.
Órale.
Okay. Ahí está en el.
Ahorita me dio una carta.
No, son para los guests, tú no.
Oh.
No.
Like I don't have the guy on Facebook, right?
¿Verdad?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so we did that last week. Well, technically this week. So that was pretty fun.
Mikey's a cool guy, man. That's
I hadn't seen him in forever.
Yeah, that's good for him, man.
He has a Tesla. You know that shit?
Yeah. I saw him post
Cool as shit.
Where did he post it? I don't remember where he posted it.
Probably his Facebook.
Probably, yeah. He posted it somewhere. I was like, hey, man, you got a Tesla. I've been wanting to get... I want to get a Tesla.
So do I, but
I'm going to
poor.
get a Tesla.
I want to, but I'm poor.
Oh.
Yeah. That's my issue right now. Unless you guys want to contribute and get me money so I can buy myself a Tesla and feel better.
You just made me feel bad, dude. You killed my vibe. So yeah, I mean, Mikey's cool, man. When did I meet Mikey? How did I meet? How did you?
I knew Mikey
I'm
because of
assuming
high
you
school.
guys talked about that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We knew each other because of high school, and I think you met him because of MMA. Because
Yes.
that's when me and him started to hang out more.
Yes.
Was during MMA.
Yeah.
But go out there, check out the video for last week. It was fun. We kind of rambled for like an hour and a half, I want to say, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
It was for a good while. So hopefully y'all enjoy that shit.
I get early access to it.
Yes,
so,
you do.
I mean, I'll probably watch it later. But yeah, well, by the time this video comes out, you guys would have already watched it anyway. So,
Yeah.
But I'm gonna. Watch
We're
it now.
technically time traveling.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
It's gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. Before we get all. Yeah.
Um,
Anyways.
So, a lot of interesting stuff has been happening for those of you that don't watch the news as much as others.
A ver.
So, we have a vaccine now for the Rona.
So it's out, or is it?
Well, it's
or is it
supposed to
available?
be out like within the month, I think. So we should have it by the end of the year. That is the word on the playground. There's like 4 companies, and I think there's 2 that are like the main ones.
Okay.
Which have like a 90% success rate, which is really fucking good because they were expecting like anywhere between 40 to 50, and they're like, oh no, here's 90. So
What are the standards for that? Don't you think it's a little too soon? I mean, how long?
Okay, see, that's what they're saying because they were saying like the last vaccine that came out fast, I think was like SARS, and that it took them 5 years.
Oh.
So that was fast, and then
Wow.
like this one came out in less than a year, from the lab to human trials in a couple of months. It's like, that's insane. So from what I've heard from their reports from the pharmaceuticals, it's like the side effects are what you would expect from any flu vaccine. So kind of like the common cold vaccine too, where you get like your muscle ache,
That's
fatigue,
really funny because
fever.
they say that you don't get any side effects from a flu shot, but then
You do, yeah, no, you do, because it depends.
no, dude, I remember when I got my flu shot, they're like common flu shot myths. You get sick.
No,
Or you get
because apparently it depends what kind of shot you get. So the thing about this vaccine, at least the 2 main ones, which is being made by Moderna, and I keep forgetting the name of the other one's like PF something. It's like
Pfizer.
There you go, Pfizer. So the thing with these is that they're made a little bit different.
PF Pfizer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're made a little bit different. So normally what they would do is get a weakened version of the virus, well, a small version of the virus, or like a dead virus, and then put it in you.
Yes.
This time, they're not doing that. What they're doing is they're getting the DNA coding of the virus and then injecting you with that. They're not giving you the actual
Weakened or dead
yeah,
virus.
yeah. So you're not actually getting the virus. So it's supposed to be safer because of that, because you're not,
So how are you developing antibodies?
because you're getting the DNA of the virus.
And
Your body's like, holy shit, that's an invading DNA, because it thinks it already had the virus. So it's like, give out immunities. So that's the concept behind it. Apparently,
you're telling me that they found a loophole.
yes, to not have to inject you with the actual virus. They're injecting you with its DNA, which is safer apparently,
So why haven't they just done that with DNA viruses?
because it's a new technology.
Or flu DNA?
Because it's brand new.
It's a new technology.
Yeah, it's the first vaccine, I think, or one of the first vaccines to come out.
See, that scares me.
Because it's new?
Because yes, and you want to go out and get it. That's fine. That's totally
See,
cool.
okay, that's what I was going to ask. Is like, would you get the vaccine?
So myself personally, I will probably wait and keep mask and all that, social distancing, washing hands, whatnot, keeping human contact, to a minimum. Whatever precautions, I'll do that. I'm fine with that. Besides, it's not like I'm, going out and,
True.
going and
Yeah, you're in the middle of a party or whatever.
yeah, like I'm not doing that, so it should be pretty easy, and I've been lucky so far. I don't know, man. I guess I'll hang out and wait and see if everything, because I don't know, man. I've heard, all kinds of stuff, from like other things that like you could develop like neurological
I heard about that.
issues and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then you can get like the actual side effects from the virus, which is like permanent loss of odor or scent. Like you can't smell things, which fucks your taste buds because they go hand in hand. But I mean, from what I saw,
man, I like tasting food, man. I mean, like,
have you not seen me? I definitely like tasting food. Like that is the reason why I look like this.
I like food. Dude.
Yeah,
like,
I really like food.
There's some things that I could, like, I don't know, man. Like, wow, that's really, really scary.
Yeah, and there's the whole talk. It's like, what if they make it mandatory to get the vaccine?
I mean, can they do that? Is that a thing?
It could be, because I mean it's a crisis, so it's like your individual rights do not outweigh the general good of the public.
All right. Well,
so I mean it could be one of those, but then it could also be kind of like the lockdowns was like you can't
enforce it.
Yeah, because it's unconstitutional.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
Yeah, I remember that.
It's a tricky scenario.
Slippery slope.
Yeah, and then even then, like I thought it was just one shot. No, it's 2 shots.
Like back to back or like
Nah. It's you get your initial shot.
Yeah, you really did your research.
No, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
So you get your shot, and then depending on which one you get is how long you have to wait. But on average, it's like 3 weeks, and then you get your second shot. So you're not actually immune you're not actually like vaccinated until the second. And even then, they don't know if it's gonna give you immunity, if it's gonna cure it, if it's gonna stop it from spreading. It's just gonna make sure you don't die. Like that's all that it does right now. It just makes sure that you don't die.
So wow, man, that's
it could still spread as far as they know because they haven't done enough testing, and you could still get it in the future.
So they haven't done enough testing, but they're pushing
it already. Yeah, that's what makes it terrifying to me.
Man, I don't know, man. That
and that's some kind of like, you're gonna give me something that we don't know what it's gonna fix. We know it's if anything, like, it's gonna fix something, but we don't know what, and that makes
it may not even do anything. I mean, well,
because
obviously 10% didn't get any effect.
Yeah.
How did they even go about testing that? Like, hey,
they got volunteers, a bunch of volunteers.
Well, yeah, no, obviously they got volunteers, or hopefully they weren't voluntold. But hey, like, what did they do? Okay. They have the vaccine, then they have another group, obviously, right? Placebo.
Mm-hmm.
They hooked them up, and then what they say, like, okay, go and act like everything is okay.
Beats me, man.
Go try and get sick. Let's see what happens. Like that, because how does that work?
I would hope that that's not the approach, because that is just reckless and unethical as shit for the people that are not getting.
That's what I'm saying. How did they
the
go?
Vaccine?
What did they get? Here, I'm gonna inject you
with something,
and then I'm gonna sneeze in your face. You know what I mean? And then let's see if you get it.
I think what they were trying to test was to see if your bodies develop the immunities to it. I think that was their goal.
So they're not actually like waiting for you to get sick or. Like,
no, I don't think so. Okay, I think they were just trying to see if your body.
I feel stupid for everything else that I said.
Yeah, no, because I mean, even then,
I don't know how that works.
There's a lot of stuff they haven't explained yet. That being one of them. They're like, how did you test?
How did you test it? Yeah,
we just kind of gave people shots and see what happened.
Well, he went out into the public and didn't wear his mask, didn't wash his hands, and he didn't get sick. It worked.
You know how YouTube does this thing that it just starts pushing like the most random. I feel
like I'm sounding like a conspiracy theorist or something like that, saying that kind of stuff.
No, because I mean that's the general consensus. I mean, like more, they did a survey on it, and like I think it's like 60% of people are like not wanting to get the vaccine until they know what the actual side effects are. So they're like at day one, man, I mean, like 60% of the population is like we're not gonna get it because like we don't know what it's gonna do.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some people that are gonna get it, and that's completely cool, man. And hopefully it works, and hopefully no side effects and stuff like that.
But that makes you feel like a hypocrite.
Me?
It makes me feel like a hypocrite because I don't like anti-vaxxers. Like I don't think they're smart people. But then with this, I'm like, should we get it? I don't know if that falls under the same umbrella.
You're not denying that it's, or you're not saying that it's gonna like mess you up or something like that yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just kind of like, well, hold on.
You're just saying to be cautious.
Yeah, you're being cautious and stuff like that. Like, hold on, let's see what this does, and because obviously this hasn't been tested, unlike other.
But he's not tested to the same extent. It's been tested to like a couple thousand.
I mean, look at the polio vaccine. And look at all this other stuff. You know what I mean? That's been tested for years, and
we already know what it's gonna break from you because it only fixes so many things and whatnot. Yeah. But I don't know, like that kind of threw me in a loop, and that's why I started to look it up, like a madman that I am with my OCD or whatever.
Yeah, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with hanging out in the back and just kind of wait a minute.
Yeah, that's kind of my approach. Like I'd rather just hang back for a while, do what I'm doing, keeping my distance, being safe, wear a mask, looking at you, wear a mask, and just staying safe. I mean, for me, it's been working so far because I don't have to go out.
I've heard that there's a second wave already, brewing. And
yes,
stuff like that.
So it's already spiking up in the U.S. again. So from what I think they officially canceled Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that was a thing already.
I mean, they tried canceling Halloween, and I guess they did, but
they still kind of people don't. I mean, that was my issue with it. It's like you can say it, but people are not going to listen. You can't arrest everybody.
Then again, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe it did work.
I mean, I didn't do anything on Halloween.
Did I work Halloween?
I think you were off.
No, I was off Halloween. What did I?
¿Ves? Andabas ahí haciendo
I was
cosas
at
malas.
Home. I didn't do anything. I probably recorded something.
I think you actually
I did. I did. I did that collab.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
See, there you go. You're being a good American.
No, I just slept in and I didn't go anywhere.
Like a good American, just stay home, sleep in, don't do anything.
Yeah,
you don't have to.
I did some collab work with Steven. Yeah, I did some collab work with.
Is that the guy from the UK?
No,
or is it a different guy?
Steven's from California, cool guy. We collabed on some stuff and it worked out really, really well. He put in a lot of work. I mean, he just kind of pushed me to record the parts, but he did everything else. Like, he put together the video. But then again, I recorded my own video, but I sent it to him. And he pieced it.
Okay.
I recorded my parts, and he uploaded it into his DAW, and then he made it happen. Eric is my other friend. He's the one that's in Belgium, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, man. I was actually talking with him about this too, and he was like, "Yeah, man. Apparently, it's spiking up over there too."
Well, yeah, I heard Europe in general has it pretty bad. Like apparently they beat the U.S. now in cases.
I don't know. Yeah, apparently things are getting pretty bad over there too, and
I mean, I hope it doesn't. I really hope it doesn't get any worse than it is.
Yeah, man.
Because shit's already pretty bad.
So I would assume that holidays, and I wonder if the whole going out and voting stuff maybe contributed to some spread.
There's only so much precaution you can take when you're going out voting because you're gonna touch a door handle.
Yeah.
You're gonna grab if you're gonna do the paper form, you're gonna grab a pen.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know if they disinfected or not. The workstations, you don't know if they disinfected them or not properly. So
I mean,
there's still a chance that it could have happened. That someone got it while voting.
But I got lucky, and where I went to go, they sanitized the booth that I went into before I went in, and they took care of me. I had my own pen.
I did it with the tablet, so I don't know how they sanitized.
Oh no, I didn't. I did the digital.
Yeah, that's what I did too. Which I don't know if they just wiped it down with like a Lysol.
The only thing that I had to sign was like when I registered or whatever.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, that's the only time I had to touch anything that was not the voting
ballot
whatever
machine. Yeah, it was quick and it was clean.
Yeah, but that's because we're in a small town.
Yeah.
But imagine somewhere
right,
like New York or whatever, where it's like millions of people in a block.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would make it riskier.
Yeah.
When you have to actually stand in a line outside the building.
Yeah, I didn't have to. I just went in.
Exactly. Like I think there was like one person in front of me when I went.
No, not even. I just. Yeah, no.
You just kind of walked in.
Kind of walked in and.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like. Is there a limit to how many people can be in here? Because I just walked in and.
Yeah. Well, because when I went in here? Too, there was, I thought it was closed, because that's how little people were in there. No, I thought it was closed until the security guard was like, "No, it's in there." And it's like, oh, I didn't hear any sound, so I thought everybody was gone.
Yeah.
But I guess we have that luxury that most other places don't.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So Thanksgiving is right around the corner. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of traveling.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
for sure.
family gatherings and stuff like that. Just be very careful.
Stay safe.
Stay safe, and even on the drive, and take your precautions and stuff like that. Family's family. I understand that. And just take care. For sure.
I mean, yeah. I mean, because my family normally does.
Wait, is this episode supposed to come out?
I think this comes out the Thanksgiving
That's
weekend.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So,
I think this comes out Thanksgiving weekend.
Man, I feel bad. I should have been wearing like some kind of a outfit or something.
We'll do it for Christmas.
Oh man,
I don't have anything.
You don't have like all right, whatever.
Nah.
So yeah, they gave.
We didn't plan it far ahead.
Yeah, we didn't think that far ahead. Anyways, so yeah, they gave us a turkey at work.
Gobble gobble.
Yeah.
Está
They gave
bien.
us a turkey at work.
I think they gave Mom a turkey at her work too.
Yeah, man. I mean, we got a turkey. It was so funny because I remember when I got it. I mean, young turkey.
Oh, they gave you the little football shaped one.
I just find it funny that it's
Yeah,
young turkey.
it's a young turkey.
It sounds like some kind of like
we have this terrible
rapper name.
Little young Turk.
Young Turk.
Young Turk.
Young
Listening
Turkey.
to Young Turk. We have this terrible thing, man. That
Gobble gobble gobble. The latest hit.
Oh God.
Okay.
This is some terrible Christmas music. Like, it's gonna be like the Gobble Gobble album with all your favorite hits.
Gobble 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 gobble
Gobble Gobble. Yeah, pretty much.
Gobble 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 gobble.
God, yeah. That's gonna be the intro.
And gobble gobble and gobble. All right.
That's gonna be the intro.
No.
I'm gonna take that, and that's gonna be like our promotional work for the entire episode. I don't even want to say what I was gonna say because it's lame now. I was just gonna say they always overcook turkey here. Like we always make way too much.
Yeah. I mean.
I think one year we made 2 turkeys because we were expecting family,
Mm.
and only like half of them came in. We had so much turkey, we made tamales de pavo. If you have not had that,
I have
they're
not.
fucking amazing, dude.
I haven't had that.
You need to have like tamales de turkey.
I mean, I remember last year I think we made like 2 or we had 2 or 3, and
Turkeys?
yeah,
Holy shit!
yeah, and
Fuck.
so I got one from work. My dad got one from work, and then I don't know where the third one came from. I think we had family come in from out of town, and they brought in their own.
So just so you guys know, when you can't find a turkey at the store, it's Chaho's fault. He bought like 4.
No, 2 of them were given to us. 2 were given to us, so it doesn't count.
Right.
So like I messed up and I never took my turkey home until like the day before Thanksgiving, Turkey Day.
We call it Turkey Day.
Yeah, I remember it was. I mean, I didn't think about it, and I remember I walk in and I had this fucking huge turkey, and Mom's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "It's a turkey." We already have 2 of them. I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean we have 2 of them? I didn't know.
Now we have 3.
Yeah, no, like, what do you mean we don't have room for it in the freezer? Like,
Chinga.
wow, are you serious? Like,
Ni modo, para el perro.
I don't remember what we ended up doing with it. We made it, but I don't know where the hell we.
Body. I mean, what we do, we just give it away. Like once we cook them and stuff, we go on a plate giving spree, and we give to like everybody that
So
we
I
know.
where to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was a heavy Thanksgiving, and I mean,
With the itis, just knock out for a bit. It's the best part, man. That little nap is like the best nap I take out a year.
so I'm really bad when it comes to the holidays, and especially if I'm off on that day. I will sleep till like 4 in the afternoon.
I used to do that until my sister forced me to help her cook.
Dale, cabrón.
So now
Yeah.
she wakes me up like at 9 in the morning. I'm like,
No.
pinche jetas que tengo, they're bad enough. And then
I get up. I mean, I wake up and everything's already done, and like all my family's like, "Hey, mira quién bajó."
¿Cómo amaneciste, princesa?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just like, hey, rubbing fucking lagañas out of my
God.
eye.
I wish I had that privilege.
Yeah, I'll go down, and I mean, it's, turkey's already ready. I'm like, oh, ándale, órale, turkey's already ready.
Van a comer.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, cool, man. I'll eat, and then I'll go back upstairs and change, and then I'll go outside and hang out with my cousins. and you know how cousins are, just immediate. As soon as you walk outside, there's an insult. Or
Yeah.
There's like 3 or 4 insults right at you.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a culture from the.
I think it's just a culture.
You think it's from down here? Or it's like our greeting is the most hurtful thing that we could find. It's like we find your one insecurity that you have and then just stab at it.
There was this one meme that like I came across, and I'll find it. I saved it. It's actually no, I don't. I think maybe I did.
I think you sent it to us.
It's like where like Hispanic families will find your biggest insecurity and then they'll just exploit
Exploit
it.
Yeah, to the extreme.
Like, you can't even. You're not even allowed to be smart.
Yeah, no.
Like I'm pretty sure like
It's like anything. Oh god, don't even get me started with nicknames, dude. Like I think we're the worst at giving nicknames to other people. Like just bad, man.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I know I have this stupid meme here. And yes, I save memes because.
Yo, what are you scrolling through? You're not supposed to have that in your phone.
Sometimes they're funny.
Mentiroso.
Oh, that's not it right there. When you're Hispanic, you can't even be smart. Tío. Lo quiero ser with a straight A's. Todo joto.
See, I think that wouldn't be so funny if it wasn't true. Like that's, we're terrible people, aren't we?
Oh, dude,
that's just fucking bad.
Yeah, man, and I mean it. Hell, man, that's the way it is.
Just how it's how you build the thick skin. You know, it's like a thing of passage. You know, it's a rite of passage. You know, you gotta be witty and you gotta be able to take a joke or two, because or else you're done, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's no getting around it. You know, at least my family's the same way. And it's really funny, you know, when I found that meme, or when I saw that meme, I was like, oh my god, like I have to show this to the rest of my cousins. We do have an uncle like that, man, that'll just immediately start like
poking at you.
Yeah, like, hey, mira, you know. So I mean, yeah, family time and all the gatherings and stuff like that during the holidays, and
I'm gonna miss that for sure, because I'm used to that.
Yeah,
like, you're just getting together.
I've seen the stuff that your cousins.
Oh God,
yeah.
For those of you that don't have me on Facebook, which is probably a good chunk of you, because I don't have a lot of friends. If you ever see comments on my statuses, it's my cousins giving me shit about anything that I do. Like I can't post anything without getting a shitstorm.
Especially if you post a selfie, dude.
Oh yeah. I am not allowed to put a fucking selfie anymore. Because I just can't win,
dude. As soon as I see your cousin start harping on you, I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and reply to your cousin. Like, this is too good not to jump in on.
This is how fucked up it is, because they're not even here. They're in Monterrey, and they know you guys by our first name basis already. Because you guys are always just like giving me more shit than they are. But yeah, they're like, a ver cuando nos juntamos con tus amigos. I'm like, no, fuck you guys, because it's just gonna be like all 5 of you giving me shit at the same time. It's like, no, fuck that. I'm that dumb.
Yeah, you gotta have it. You gotta have some thick skin, man. And
if you want to survive here,
yeah, I
mean, for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully they open up the bridge again, man. That shit's still. It was supposed to open last month.
It was closed. Holy moly!
Yeah, well, it's half open. Like you can only pass if you're a resident or a citizen, not if you have a visa. And they were supposed to open it last month on October 21st, but then they were like, nah, shit's still pretty bad.
Yeah, no, that. Hey, man, I mean...
I'm assuming it's not going to open again until maybe next year, if we're lucky. At the way that it's going.
Damn, that's a trip, man.
Nah.
Well, hopefully they're doing okay over there, man. And shout-outs to them. They're cool. They're funny.
They're the only listeners that I have from Mexico.
Hey, man, I mean, whatever helps.
I got to make a Spanish one for them. Just for them, because they're like, nombre, güey.
Hey, man, that's a good idea. I mean, I won't be able to...
translate very well. Oh, you can throw in your couple of cents.
I'll sit there and listen.
Ha ha. Ah, sí está funny.
Ja.
Yes. No, they're like, sí, güey, like I always click on your videos and I see you guys laughing, pero no sé qué chingados están diciendo. And I'm like, whoa, fuck. I need to do something for them. I'm pretty sure I'm working on something on that. Actually, I'm surprised.
All right.
A ver cuándo sale. because I have like 1,000 projects that I never did.
Hey, man. Well, now's the time to do it, man. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you can, do now.
Yeah, that can get done.
So yeah, man. I mean, the holidays are coming, and just be safe if you guys travel around. Wear your masks and precautions and all that stuff.
If you're in public, keep your 6 feet apart.
Yeah, and all that stuff with the vaccine. I mean, myself personally, I'm probably just gonna
wait it out.
Yeah, wait a little bit, and hopefully everything turns out okay. Still take my precautions and stuff, and and hope for the best. And then,
well, I think you're gonna be part of the first batch that gets offered the vaccine because you guys are first responders. Huh?
Yeah, I saw that it's gonna be offered to first responders, and it's been put out there like, hey man, are you gonna get it or and then there was a whole talk like I don't think they can make it
manager.
Yeah, I don't think they can.
Yeah, I would assume they wouldn't be able to. At least I would hope so.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't.
That's just talk,
Yeah.
And but I have heard that it is going to be available to us like a little bit,
a little bit sooner than the rest.
I don't know how much sooner or what, or that's even if it's sooner, but I guess it'll be available, I don't know, more readily. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how that works.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully everything goes well. I mean, that's all we can do.
Yeah.
So I guess now we can actually get into the topic of today's beautiful episode.
Oh, that wasn't the topic?
That was not the topic.
Oh, you're just full of surprises
yeah.
today. Clapping, counting in.
¿Dónde mi bolsita? Ahorita la saco. Tengo un conejo.
Oh.
Because I was just gonna rant, man, because I'm not a big social media guy anymore, which is funny because I have this. But the only thing that I do use is my Facebook, and only for memes. And that's the only thing. I don't get in there to get in contact with people or friends or family. Mine's just memes. That's all that I care about. So Facebook has been getting super sneaky, and like it knows what kind of ads catch my attention.
Yeah.
So it's been doing a whole bunch of clickbait ads for me. Like the last one that I got was a heavy metal article, right, where the singer from Tool apparently said something about Metallica, and it was like, you won't believe what Manier said about Metallica that like nobody agrees with. So I click on it. Yeah, so I click on it, and I'm reading, and I'm reading, and I'm reading, and it gives me the backstory to Metallica, the backstory to Tool, the backstory to Manier.
Well, shit.
And I'm like, holy shit, dude. So I'm like, fuck it. I just scroll all the way to the bottom, and like it's like 2 sentences where he's like, to me, heavy metal music doesn't mean heavy distortion. It just means that it has an angry mode. And to me, that's more heavy. And I was like, really that? I wasted like 10 minutes of my life to find that one.
Is that really all it said?
Yeah, that's all. That's all he said. Like, there was nothing else to it. And I was like, God damn, dude. And it,
that's fucking horrible.
Yeah, like it's like the worst. And there's like some super obvious ones, right? Like the typical, oh my God, you won't believe number 4. Or, some stupid shit like that.
I've seen some of those.
It's like, I'm not going to fucking fall for that. But when I see like it's like a legit like magazine or whatever the fuck, like an actual heavy metal magazine. Yeah. I think it was like Metal, what the fuck's it called? Like, it's not Metal Alliance? Or Metal something was
one of the metal magazines.
Yeah, one of the metal magazines. So I was like, oh, this has to be legit. And it's like, no, it's just a bunch of junk. And then like 2 sentences that relate to the title. And that's it. So it's pretty upset. It makes me lose faith in the internet.
Well, that just kind of took a real quick sideways turn.
What?
I thought you were going to talk about ads like for shopping. I wasn't expecting.
Oh, I mean, those two. I get those two a lot.
Yeah,
like this is a conspiracy theory, man. But if Facebook is listening.
Yeah, no, I've been there before where like, I'll be talking to you guys, about a video game or about a guitar or some piece of equipment, and then yeah, I'll go to my feed, and then there it is.
Me and Duck wanted
shop
to
here for discounts on, an
guitar
interface,
or whatever.
an interface for recording, and it's like,
what?
Yeah. Like I didn't even.
I
didn't even Google
look,
this.
Yes.
Like, what is this? Like,
me and Duck were testing it out the other day, and we did it through. I'm not sure if you remember. But we did it in the group chat. We kept on. We just started to say, "I want to buy a Ford. I want to buy a Ford," and then we sent like audio saying, "I want to buy a Ford." And I think he got an ad right away that's like, buy the new Ford Ranger. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, we didn't even type it in. Like, we were just saying it on the chat. And Facebook was like, you want to buy things? Let me. And like, he did it to him.
I got you, fam.
Yeah, like, he did it to him and he did it to me. And I was like, dude, that's fucked up. Like, that is terrifying. Like, straight up terrifying.
That's pretty crazy, yeah, man.
And everybody's like nonchalant about it.
I've seen friends that'll take screenshots of their newsfeed and Wish happens to pop up a lot. And
Wish used to do that to me. I used to get it all the time. It went away from me now. Now it's just like other random shit, but it's no longer Wish, which I'm like so glad that it's no longer there.
Yeah, no, man. There's some shit that pops up on Wish that's like, I didn't even. What is this? Like, when did I ever even? What? Like,
yeah. Yeah, no. I agree with you because mine does the same thing.
You know, and I'm really curious. Like, I mean, like,
how does the algorithm work to it?
Yeah, like, how is that a thing?
I think it just picks up.
I'm really curious, man, to read comments on this kind of stuff, man. If you guys tell us your crazy ads that you've gotten, man. I mean, like,
I'm trying to think of like the craziest one that I've had besides the Wish ones, because those are pretty out there. I think one time I got one for. Whoa! Ya lo quebraste.
Oh, shit.
Ya lo que te iba a durar. Ya lo está al revés. Ahí está.
Alright, we're good.
So for those of you that aren't watching the video, Chavo just knocked over the microphone because he does not care for my equipment.
Hey, man. That's what happens when you don't run your cables in conduit.
I don't even know what that means.
I really don't either, but it sounded good.
Stop making up words. See, no. First you attack me because you're like, your cables are everywhere. It's too messy. I make it look cleaner, and now you're like, I'm gonna make up a word to make you feel bad.
Okay, so if you guys are just listening, this is the most atmospheric
that we've ever had it.
Yeah, that we've ever had it in here. Like, I encourage you to watch the video and scroll to this time. Or even the beginning, because the room hasn't changed, but the lighting in here is just
it. If you see episode 1 and then
now?
you see, yeah, it's a huge change.
Yeah,
it's the lighting changed, the camera quality changed, the background changed. It's no longer just a plain blue poster.
Yeah, now we have a picture of Spider-Man, Miles Morales in the back,
and some.
And we got some hella mood lighting. Anyways, what were ads?
Bad, terrible ads.
Yes.
And I was saying that I got one from This Is Why I'm Broke. Have you ever seen that website? That website is the shit. And for those of you that haven't seen it, it has the coolest, useless items you can ever want in your life. Like,
by the way, this is not a plug.
It is not.
Is it?
No, okay. I wish they were sponsoring us. No, like, it just has like random stupid shit. Like, I think the one thing that I want to buy are the Death Star ice cubes. Yeah, they're like little cylinders, and it just gives you a Death Star.
Maybe you can put up a picture of that somewhere. Yeah.
Magic of editing.
Yes. Yeah, maybe he could put up. Yeah, that's actually why. This is why I'm broke.
Yeah, this is why I'm broke, and the name
I haven't
is
gotten
not
that
deceiving.
Far into the website.
Yeah, no, I was like, because I think it had that, and it had like I think it was like a replica of Han Solo when he's carbonated, and it's like you can buy.
When he was what?
Isn't it carbon? Think he was under?
When he was carbonated?
Yeah, isn't that? Did I messed it up? Now people are gonna attack me for it. And then what was the thing that he was in? When he was frozen on the.
You know what? I'm gonna let the people have at it.
No, ya no quiero hacer record, don't te laugh, bud. me van a pegar.
So anyways, yeah, he was Han Solo.
Yeah, Han Solo.
Go ahead, say it again.
No, I'm not gonna say it. When Han Solo's trapped, he falls into the trap, and he's stuck there. It looks like he's like stuck to the wall. They have a replica of that. They have a replica of it.
Full size or?
Yeah, full size.
Wow.
Yeah, like they have legit shit, dude. Like it's weird.
How much was that? If you know?
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was very expensive. A lot of the things are like stupidly expensive, but they're cool as shit. But yeah, I mean, like mine's constantly doing weird things like that. I think I mentioned that I wanted to buy lights one time, and for like 2 weeks straight, all my ads were new cameras or new lights.
So I've been in the market for a new camera. That's really cool that you said that because I am getting ads on that right now. Because I mean, I need a new camera.
It's a good time. You get
Yeah,
all
of
the
course, right?
holiday
Black Friday, right?
and Cyber Monday and shit like that.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been going off on some stuff online. At least for digital plugins for my recording station and stuff like that. You know, Black Friday and what is it, Cyber Monday or something like that?
Yeah, the Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Which for those of you that don't know, which I don't know how you would not know this, Black Friday has gotten canceled in store.
So I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, like it's just.
I mean,
like I would.
that should have happened a long time
Yeah,
ago.
but it's official. Like Walmart canceled it, and I think, like all the major retailers are like, no, it's all gonna be online.
Well, that's good, man, because I mean, maybe it'll keep people from getting trampled and hurt and stuff. And,
But I live for those fighting videos, man.
man,
They're just gold to me when people are fighting for a towel that was
they're
like $12 and now it's 10.
They're always terrible. They're always like who recording like this, man.
Yeah, but like I like.
Or
to
they're always like
stupidly shaky.
Yeah, like.
But I like to see people like I don't know. They're funny to me because they're saving $2 and they're gonna kill each other for those $2 saving.
Hey man, I mean, $2 is $2. Hard times are hard times, you know.
Well, it's true, especially now. But last year wasn't as bad.
I mean, how cool is it to say that? Hey,
I bought a towel that was $12 for 10.
yeah, and no, you know what? Or let's say I come over and you know, hey, how much did you pay for your laptop? Oh, $1,500. Well, I got mine on Black Friday and it was $1,200. You know,
I was like, yeah, but that's $200.
well, I mean,
I've seen people fight over like $2 items.
that's what I'm saying. It's still a thing. Like,
yeah.
I mean, how cool is that to say, ha, I have the same thing you do,
Just cheaper.
for cheaper. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah, you got me there. You got me there.
Yeah. Just think about that.
Yeah, it's
I mean, but yeah, no, that doesn't make it right, and I think, I mean, yeah, Black Friday's back. I think I've maybe gone once, but it was already like during the day, and you know all the huge.
I went last year, and it was super organized, and I was like, I'm disappointed and left.
I've never done that before. Like I've never gone like in the early mornings where.
Oh no, I
people
went.
Are lined up. And...
I went in the afternoon because I had done it like the year before that in Parecía Hormiguero. Like it was just people everywhere. Then I did it again last year. And
Parecía qué?
Hormiguero. Oh.
You want to go ahead and translate just in case, because that does sound pretty hardcore.
Hormiguero. I think like the.
You look like
closest...
an ant pile.
Yes, an ant pile. I was gonna say an anthill, but it's like no, it's more like an ant pile. Yeah, it looked like an ant pile.
Yeah.
Because it was just people everywhere. And then last year, Walmart like learned how to control people, and it was like super organized. And I was like, "Nah, y'all having too much fun. I'm gonna leave. Y'all take the fun away
Y'all
from
did
me.
this correctly.
Yeah, stop doing things
I
right.
don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's killed my vibe.
I haven't been out for a thing like that. I went once in the afternoon, and things had already kind of died down, and it's not like I went out there to go buy anything like crazy. I think I went to go buy like Pop-Tarts or something real cheesy. Like I needed food. I didn't go to buy anything, you know, technology wise or nothing like that. But I did see the sales, you know, but everything's already gone by that time, you know.
Yeah, if you don't go early in the morning, you're not gonna find anything. You're gonna pretty much just find every item that wasn't on special.
Yeah,
like that's. I mean, you'll find shit. You just find the shit that wasn't on special.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess. I mean, I haven't even looked into Black Friday sales, to be honest. I mean, as far as like for items, just digital stuff is.
I am just because I want a new TV.
I could use a new TV.
Yeah, like that's the only thing that I need.
idea.
Just to, yeah. Like,
wait, so like, how does it work? You buy online and then they drop it off at your car, or you buy an order online and it gets to your house Black Friday? Like, how does that work?
I'm assuming it's just like a regular online order, which you either get it delivered to your house or you get it delivered to the store. I think it's just like a standard online thing. I don't think you can buy it there and have it delivered to you that same day.
Man, things are gonna run out way faster. Wow, that's
yeah, because I think they got rid of pickup. I don't know if pickup's still around. I'm not sure if did you ever mess with that at Walmart?
Like, no.
So Walmart had a feature, I'm not sure if it still has it, where you would get the app, and then you would tell it, I want this, and this, and you would pay for it, and you would just show up, and they would give you the items.
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't like taken curbside pickup.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is.
No, I haven't messed with that. That's actually I haven't messed with that.
I don't know if they still have it or not. That's your headphones.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, man. I don't know. I feel like I've recently they released the PS5 and
That shit's impossible to buy.
yeah, so that's what I was about to say. A lot of people have been like, yeah, man, I ordered the PS5 and it was in stock, and then I clicked the pay button at whatever time, and it didn't go through because it was out of stock, and I timed it perfectly. I'm like, oh crap, man! Like
Me, Alfred, and Duck did that 3 different occasions or 3 different days. So we did it like on the 10th, and it sold out like within 3 minutes. We did it 3 different times on the 12th because Walmart did a sale on like at 11 in the morning, then 2 in the afternoon, and then like at 5 and 8 or something like that. And every single time, dude, it would let me add it to my cart. It would let me put in my pay info. And then after that, it was like, sorry, the item's out of stock. And it's like, how is it out of stock? It's in my cart. Like, you can't tell me it's there. It's like, nah, fucking bots, man. Which apparently that's what people do now. They make a bot, and the bot buys it for you. Yeah, so the system's rigged. Apparently that's why it's like impossible to get anything because there's just so many bots that you can't compete with it.
I didn't know that, man. Wow, that's crazy. That's pretty scary. Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. Black Friday, not being in stores and stuff like that. Again, that might be a good thing because people stay indoors and
it's still good for the economy because sales are going around.
Still sales and shit. How is it gonna work? Do you go and pick it up, or does it get mailed to you? I don't know that.
I'm assuming it's mail.
I'm assuming
that's the way they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time.
I don't know. You think there's gonna be like, yeah, man, it's gotta be like for them to.
They might do the.
That's probably gonna be curbside pickup, man.
Yeah,
it's gotta be.
I'm thinking they're gonna do the whole like kind of like with the pre-order, where they're gonna sell it, and then just leave it there for that day off.
Huh?
Because since you're not gonna have a Black Friday,
your item, but show up at this time to pick it up.
Yeah, because if they're not gonna have Black Friday, there's no reason to have 1,000 TVs on the shelf floor.
Yeah.
So just sell it online. People buy it. Hey, I'm here. Here's my receipt. Here's my ticket. Oh, here you go. And it would be like a curbside pickup, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it should be pretty cool. It should be interesting. Hopefully it works out. I mean, it's gonna work, right? People are gonna
go and buy.
Yeah, they're gonna go and buy their stuff, right? So, anyways, that's pretty cool.
All right. So the other thing that I was gonna bring up.
Oh man. You're just
full of surprises today.
Yeah.
That's because I didn't even drink my coffee today, man. Imagine if
I didn't bring my bang today.
I was gonna tell you to bring me one on the way over.
I should
have
messaged me.
I forget things.
You want to make some coffee?
I can. Tengway.
I'm down.
You like regular coffee or you like the instant coffee?
I mean,
both.
Because of what we're doing, I would say instant is probably.
I can heat up water.
You want to like pause it or something?
Sure. Let me heat.
Or do you want to like?
Yeah, no. We'll pause it and then we'll continue from there because we just stopped.
So and we're gonna talk about a new subject. Right?
Yeah. So it's perfect timing. Perfect timing
Intermission.
For bye.
Hey.
So we took a slight change of course.
So
instead of making coffee, we decided to go to the store.
We took a left in my kitchen. That's what.
Wait, but no. All right, we survived the trip. We got our bangs,
which is not coffee. It was supposed to be coffee, not decaf coffee.
Yeah, don't worry about Tacos driving. We're actually on the way back to finish that video, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do your count?
3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everybody, into the jar. So as you can see, we didn't get coffee.
Opened up his bang before he was supposed to.
I feel very ashamed.
And yes, we didn't get coffee. You will see the videos of the detour that we took. Obviously, right? We took.
There's a beautiful magic of editing.
Yes.
We took a left in my kitchen, and ended up in stripes. Do not regret that. This shit's. I don't drink energy drinks, but this one's good.
Hey, man. I mean...
It's like the one energy drink that I like. Like, I've tried...
Well, there it is. Bang. Shameless plug.
Please, sponsor
us.
We'll take any... Yeah, we'll take anything.
Just don't make me use a promo code, because I'm not going to...
Promo code Chagas27?
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Or it's going to be iProbe Fire.
That's some stupid shit. Yeah, no.
That's gonna be the promo code.
No.
I will get in contact with them. Be like, dude, I have like 3 people that listen to my show. give me a promo code.
We had a friend who had a promo code, didn't we?
Yes, we did. But I think he had a different energy drink.
Did he?
Yeah, it wasn't Bang. Which is cool as shit. I never thought I was gonna know anyone that had his own promo code.
Good for him.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I should ask him.
Yeah, maybe you should bring him on the show.
If he's not too busy being an adult.
Oh, that's always
an
important.
issue.
So yeah.
Yeah, but I'm probably gonna get in contact with him soon. Well, we were gonna talk about a new topic before we decided to go on a break.
Mm-hmm. That was my fault, probably. But...
Yeah, it's gonna blame everything on you.
Yeah, that was my fault. I was getting. You were getting sleepy too. You were yawning and holding it so.
Don't judge people that are not like watching the video. Don't know that. Stop outing me out.
Well,
like that.
I'm outing you.
Wow.
So,
dude.
wow. Okay.
We're friends. Well, yeah. The other topic that I wanted to bring up. Talking. What the fuck are you doing? Of course. We're gonna become one of those what they call like HMR videos or whatever, where they do that.
Scratching on a chalkboard.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those, dude.
Man, it's a new laptop. Why am I scratching it? Fuck.
Because you're stupid.
All right. Anyways.
So yeah, I was gonna bring up, because TV was a big part of me growing up, and now with the great invention of the internet, I'm not sure if it happens to you guys. TV's kind of pointless for me. Because everything that I want to watch is in some kind of streaming platform.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's either on Hulu or on Netflix or on Amazon, and like 9 times out of 10, they have better content than the TV does. Like, I think we were gonna talk about it, but I guess we never did. We were gonna talk about The Boys at one point, because that's like badass
I don't
show.
even. Well, I've already seen it. I don't know if you had.
I saw the 2 seasons in like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, I binge watched them. Because I didn't know I had Amazon Prime until recently. And yeah, it's for those of you that haven't seen it, it's an Amazon original and exclusive, because I think it's only on Amazon Prime.
It's really good.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's a badass show. A quick description of it is: imagine superheroes in the real world. Like that's the best way to talk about it. It's like these guys are real people, so they're assholes and they have their own personal agendas,
and they're owned by corporations, and
which is what you imagine would be that they're an image, that's pretty much what they're a brand, and they do everything to make themselves look good, and it's like a celebrity life, where they have this kinds of fucked up double lives that you have no idea about, but in the public they're this beautiful saint kind of thing. Yeah,
it's a good show. Check it out.
Yeah, it's a good. Don't watch it with your kids.
Yes.
That's the only thing. Don't watch it with your kids.
Don't watch it with your kids.
Not meant for children. But yeah, no, I was gonna touch up on that because that's what happened to me. Because when I was a little kid, I didn't have a lot of TV. I grew up with like look at this a bit. I grew up con El Canal 6, El Canal de las Estrellas.
That's channel 6.
Yeah, but in Mexico.
Okay.
So like we had I'm not sure this is the proper way to say it. We had antenna.
Yeah.
That.
You had an antenna, yeah.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, so we had an antenna, and the antenna would get 2 channels, Telemundo and Canal 6, and that was it. So when I was a little kid, maybe all the way up till 9, I want to say, that's all I had. But then after 9, I think we got cable or some shit, and TV was a big part of my childhood. Yeah. But you said that wasn't the story for you. You were never too much of a TV kid.
So not by choice. Like you, I grew up here in the States.
Which I didn't.
Yeah.
I grew up in Mexico.
And that's,
For most of my childhood was spent in Mexico.
Yeah, I grew up in here, and for me, I only had one channel, and that was channel. I think it was channel 3 or something like that, and it was like KVEO channel 23 or something like that. News channel 23, something like that. And the only time that I would watch TV was in the afternoon when I get out of school, and Ninja Turtles would come on, and I think Garfield and Friends, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and
I never saw French Prince.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is a really good. What?
Yeah,
It took me a minute to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I'm surprised you didn't react to that.
Yeah,
I
like
never saw French Prince.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Fresh
Prince.
Prince.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah.
I didn't see Will Smith when he was young.
It was a good show, man. It's a very, very good show.
It has a lot of memes.
Yeah, and the Simpsons, and then after that was basically my 2 hours of TV time, 2.5 hours of TV time, whatever. The rest of the time, I mean, it was just whatever came out after that. As a kid, I wasn't interested in. I think it was like must see TV, NBC, and like sitcoms would come out like News Radio or Will and Grace, different sitcoms like that would come up.
I didn't see French Prince, but I saw Will and Grace.
Hey, that's a good show. Friends was another one that would come, but
I never saw Friends either.
as a kid, that didn't interest me. You know what I mean? Like I just wanted to watch cartoons,
Yeah,
man. That was
kid.
it. Bonkers was another one that used to come out.
Bonkers was a good cartoon.
Bonkers was a really, really good cartoon. Watching that growing up. But yeah, I didn't have TV. Like, I mean, Saturday mornings, if I woke up, I'd get to watch, Saturday morning. 9 times out of 10, I didn't wake up on time for Saturday morning cartoons. And even then,
because Saturday morning cartoons were my biggest source when it came to cartoons. Because in Mexico, the only cartoon that I ever saw was Dragon Ball, because Dragon Ball is like the greatest thing in the history of mankind in Mexico.
So, I discovered the scan button on my TV once. I pushed it accidentally. And we're talking like an old TV that, yeah.
Fucking crank.
And it had an antenna, but the antenna was like this giant loop kind of thing.
No, I had the rabbit ears, and then the one in Camargo, we had a giant pole outside that went, maybe 5 feet above the roof, and that's how we controlled the antenna.
Yeah, so I mean, the antenna on top, you'd wiggle it around. It was super staticky. There were some days where
it just wouldn't work.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I would make do, and I would just watch static and somehow make out figures and stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you did what you had to.
Yeah, and so I discovered that scan button. I pushed it accidentally, and I remember it stopped on a channel that was, I don't know, Telemundo, I'm assuming?
Probably.
And lo and behold, Dragon Ball Z was playing.
It couldn't have been Telemundo, because I don't think Telemundo ever had Dragon Ball.
It was, I'm assuming it's Telemundo, but may have been something else, because it was in Spanish. And, but it was a cartoon, so I was immediately intrigued, like, what is this?
Yeah.
And I sat there and I watched it. I kind of understood. I understood Spanish. Yeah, but I had to what did he? Okay,
I think I know what he said.
Yeah, I think I know what he said. And then, Dragon Ball Z finished, and then what do you call it? Came on. The Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario Adventures or whatever, the live action Super Mario Brothers show.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that.
That came out, and I was just like, "What is this?
It's a whole new world, man."
Yeah, I was like, "What is this?" And then, like 10 minutes into the show, the antenna started to go out, and before you know it, I lost it. So I mean, I didn't have TV, for a while. So the majority of the time, like I said, once the TV show's finished, man, I mean, or what I was watching, I'd go back outside. Yeah, I'd go play, catch or whatever, outside, or, play with my dog, that kind of stuff, or take my BB gun and shoot cans.
Shoot,
you know what I
shoot or
mean?
whatever.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's really what I had when I was smaller.
Mhm.
When I was in Mexico, so not a lot of TV, just that mainly outside. When I became a teenager, then also here, that's when I actually started watching TV all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Like I would wake up Saturday mornings early so that I could watch. I think it was called Fox Kids.
Yeah.
And then eventually became 4Kids. I think it's the same thing. They
Yeah,
just
yeah.
switched names.
Yeah.
And I would see. I think it was Dragon Ball, and I didn't know this, but Sonic had a cartoon.
Yeah.
And it was a
Yeah.
good cartoon.
I discovered that in Austin when I spent the night. I spent like a week or two at my brother's house in Austin, and I saw Sonic.
That one was a good one.
Power
Gargoyles too.
Rangers. was
Power
another-
Rangers was another
Yeah.
one too. Like I found like all these amazing shows that I had never seen in my entire life. So I kind of used my teenage years to make up for everything that I didn't
Yeah.
see as a kid.
Makes sense.
Um,
I used to love spending the night at a friend's house, Friday night, so Saturday morning we could watch Saturday morning cartoons. Like
Yeah.
Where's Carmen Sandiego, X-Men, Life with Louie, like
yeah,
all those.
like, really
Bobby's World, I think it was the other one that would come out. Goosebumps every once in a Power Rangers, like all that good
yeah,
stuff.
all the good shit would come out Saturday morning, which is funny because it was the weekend and you wanted to wake up early.
Yeah.
And like, that fucks.
Oh,
up.
not me. Yeah, well, so I wanted to wake up early, to watch it because, I was discovering new cartoons, man.
Yeah.
And
then
it's-
they were good. They
yeah.
were like for the most part most old cartoons, and I mean it could be a bias, it could be an
Yeah.
age thing, but I think those cartoons were funnier than the ones that are around now. Not to say there's not good ones. Like I saw a little bit of like Steven Universe. That was a good cartoon if you
I
haven't,
haven't
seen,
seen
it.
that one.
It's good. There's like a handful of them that I've seen that I'm like, that they're not
When did
not bad.
I think so again, like you, somewhere around my teenage years also, we ended up we skipped cable and we went directly to satellite. And
Ooh, fancy.
yeah, but the thing is that somebody had the main box and everybody else just kind of fed off of that one box. So
Oh.
whatever one person was watching, everybody else had to watch.
We had that here. All our TVs would show the same thing.
Yeah.
But only one of them could control it, which was
Yeah.
a living room TV.
Yeah. And that kind of, it was hard for me to get my family to change the channel, to something that
Yeah.
I wanted to watch. You know what I mean? But when they weren't home, boom, there I was on Fox. I was on, just watching cruising the
Yeah, just going through the channels.
cruising pay-per-view, and or DirecTV. I'm sorry, because pay-per-view was like $3 to buy a movie or something like that.
Yeah, to like rent it for
At
the day or something.
that time, for 24 hours. And I remember, it was like you, man. I made up for
all those
for
years.
all those years of not watching.
Yeah, and there was a bunch of shit that I found out, like just because I would stay awake all night, which is when I found VH1. I think it was called VH1's After Hours or In the Dark or something like that, where they
Okay.
would play their metal.
Yeah.
So that
yeah.
was actually my first dose of heavy metal. Wasn't through like friends listening to metal. It was by listening to VH1, and I think like they would play like alternative rock. So
Mhm.
there was like a lot of like Flyleaf
Smashing
and Hinder.
Pumpkins. and
Yeah, stuff like that. And I was like,
yeah.
what is this music? Because to me it was either rap music or like corridos and stuff like that. There was like no other genres of music for me out there. Then I heard metal or rock at that point. I was like, holy shit, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then after that, I started to get more into it, and my mom was like, no, son canchados, don't do that. that was her thing. Her thing was that anybody who listens to rock or was in a metal band was a druggie. That was her mentality. Hopefully she changed it because I got into metal.
Yeah.
So hopefully she doesn't think I'm a junkie.
Now, hopefully you're setting a good example for the metal community. out
Yeah.
there. Yeah, man. Like, same thing, man. I discovered Fuse, and they would play fucking like a Lamb of God and Meshuggah and stuff like that. They played a lot of heavier music, and then I think they had an hour or two at night where they would play hip hop, and then it would go right back to metal, and then eventually it just started turning into more reality shows or like the host
So
would go out and interview like musicians.
It did the
and
MTV thing then.
basically, yeah. And it was, I mean, fuck, man, I don't know, maybe it just wasn't, I don't know. It just turned into something else.
I saw an interview with, I'm not sure the guy's still like the CEO of MTV or whatever the fuck, or the owner, and they were criticizing him, right? They're like, hey, you know what? Why is it so called MTV if there's no music in it and this and that? And the guy had like the best response ever. He's like, we don't play more music because you guys don't listen to it.
Well, man,
Like straight up, he's like, we had to change it to reality shows because that's what you guys would watch.
Yeah.
You guys weren't watching the music videos anymore because the internet had everything in YouTube, so there was no need for you to wait and pray that one song you wanted would come out.
Yep.
So there was no point to it. So we got rid of it. We got rid of what wasn't working. It was just wasting our time. And they had some really cool stuff. I remember they had this one segment where they would show you the music video, and as the music video was playing, it would give you like little
pop-ups on the bottom.
little pop-ups like, hey, did you know this happened? And
Yeah.
I think like the last one that I remember watching,
I think it was called Pop-Up Video, wasn't it?
I don't remember. I just know that the last one I saw was Panic at the Disco's I Write Sins Not Tragedies. And like one of the little pop-ups was like, when the singer was recording this thing, he actually had a really bad fever and cold.
Yeah.
So they had to like rush production because the guy was like dying. And I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool for me because I like to know like useless facts. So those of you that know me
Pretty sure there's a
know
lot of,
that like
yeah.
I collect useless fucking information because why not? One day it's gonna save my life.
Yeah. All right.
He's like, hey, did you know that guy from Panic at the Disco had a fever
When he recorded this?
when he recorded this music video? Yeah, that's ever gonna help.
There, yeah, dude. It sounds like we pretty much had the same TV experience. I mean, it was the same thing for me, man. And then eventually, I guess like it didn't last very long because somewhere around, oh man, like around 16, yeah, about 16 years old. That's when I really took music
To heart.
Yeah, to heart, and it would just. TV just became background noise for me, and I would just practice. Sometimes I wouldn't even have it on, and I just practice. And I don't know. It's
that kind of happened to me too. Like I stopped watching TV for a while during high school because it was when we used to hang out all the time.
Mhm.
So I mean, I would leave the house like as soon as I would get home from school, and I wouldn't be back till like 11 or 12. So I didn't have time for TV. But then after high school, when everybody kind of just like, hey, you know what, I have a job now and this and that, I started to get back into TV for a little bit. And when I mean back into TV, I mean that I started to watch late shows.
Mhm.
I like talk shows. Apparently, that's my
hey, man.
that's my thing. I like interviews. So I got super into that. And then now I don't see TV at all. Like we have the living room TV, and the only time I ever turn it on is because I'm going to turn on my PS4.
Okay.
But it's never to see, hey, let's see what's on TV. It's always like, if I'm going to watch something, it's going to be either Hulu, Netflix, or Amazon. And
Yeah.
I feel like the internet kind of just ruined daytime TV.
So, yeah, I have Netflix on my phone. I have Netflix on my PS4. I have the DC Universe thing on my phone. I have YouTube Premium. All right.
They call you my mom's phone.
That's cool, man.
just ignore the little ringer in the background.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
wait.
I just always like, I just always put them off, man. I'm always telling myself like I'm gonna watch the new DC movie, the new DC animated movie that came out. Or I'm gonna, the most that I get on, like. I get on YouTube, and it's to look up like a tutorial on using Logic Pro, or
Which is my thing. Like I'm addicted to YouTube for the most part because that's like 90% of my watch time is just YouTube.
yeah,
And like, not shows, not movies, just
YouTube.
because I'm out there looking up like you. Like I'm looking up how to use OBS or for this, like how to set up the lighting and shit like that.
Yeah.
So that's where all my fucking time goes into.
Yeah, that's where the majority of my viewing goes. But as soon as I'm done with the video, boom, there I am back onto whatever I was doing on my laptop or practicing musically. So I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like, TV was a thing for a little bit, and then it just kind of faded away. And I agree with you, because now,
Like,
you know,
it's pretty much obsolete.
yeah, like you have like Apple TV, and you have Netflix and Amazon and Hulu and all this other stuff where you could just,
Yeah,
hey man, like I want. Have you seen? Give me a series.
The Boys.
The Boys. Have you seen The Boys? No. Something that's on primetime TV, like something like Saved by the Bell.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
no, not that's old.
But then they remade it.
Yeah. What?
Yes. Oh no, they redid Boy Meets World, I think.
Oh god.
Yeah, where the kid's an adult now.
Wow. Okay, well,
Yeah.
something more. I don't know. Whatever.
I've been watching late night. Not late night, but I've been watching Conan O'Brien.
I'm pretty sure he's on
He's in TBS, but I watch him on YouTube.
Yeah. There you go, man. I mean, you can literally watch like old TV shows, on the internet now. You don't have to.
It gives you the power of convenience.
Yeah,
Like,
and
straight up.
so I still I get a lot of, I don't get a, I shouldn't say I get hate for it, but some people still wonder, like, why do you buy DVDs? Like, because I mean that's just what I do, and I like having the collection. So I have like this collection of TV sitcoms that
I didn't even know you had that.
Yeah, dude, I will. As a matter of fact, I will send you a video of it, and you can put it up on
here.
Yeah, somewhere, or you could show it, whatever. And I've got an entire wall, dedicated to all the DVDs that I've bought.
I've only done that with Game of Thrones. I have almost all the box sets. I think I'm missing season 8 or 7, which was the last one that came out. And I think I'm missing season 5 to own like all the little box sets for it.
So let me just tell you this. So I didn't have internet. That was another thing.
Okay, yeah, I didn't get internet until I was maybe like a junior in high school. So this is maybe 2010.
I still don't have internet.
Right.
And yeah, I mean,
That's
so
true.
it's only been until this year that I got mobile hotspot that I've been able to hop on the internet. But before that, dude, I was using mobile data, and I didn't discover mobile data until I was like, I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit for this, but until I was about 26, that's when I found out that I could use the internet on my phone and get on YouTube on there.
Yeah.
And from there, I was like, holy shit, you know what I mean?
Which I had that too, because I didn't have a cell phone for the longest time. I think I didn't get a cell phone till like 2010, 2011, and it wasn't even like a smartphone or a fancy phone. It was like the old Boost phones.
Yeah.
That it was just like a dial pad and a screen that was like that big.
Yeah.
You get that for the end.
That's all you needed back then.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I was never into social media as a kid because I didn't have access to it, and at home I had dial-up internet. So it was either you use the phone or you use the internet. It was one of those. So I couldn't be on the computer for too long, because then if people called to the house, we wouldn't know, because it would just like sound out busy and shit like that.
I mean, I had dial-up internet, but that didn't last very long. That was maybe for like a year, and then eventually, I mean, AOL was fucking crazy expensive, at the time. But I remember, like, what's up?
Give me a quick second. We need to take a real quick break.
Okay.
All right.
Be right back.
BRB. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome back again after some mild, what's it called? Technical difficulties. Well, not really technical difficulties.
Yeah,
just
not really.
we just had to take a break.
Yeah.
A real quick break.
Wasn't anything major.
Yeah. So yeah, like we were saying, internet ruined everything. For
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. So like,
it didn't ruin it. It just made it different.
Yeah, I dude, if it wasn't, I never like. I mean, I wasn't into TV and stuff like that. I really wasn't into social media until you guys made me a Facebook. And then from there, I just kind of like took it and obviously ran with it. Right?
I think people need to know that story. of how we made you a Facebook.
I know I didn't want one, and then
Your thing
you
was
guys had already like, hey, make it, and I just never did, and
but you had one condition
I did.
to making your Facebook. You were like, I'll make a Facebook if you can find my MySpace. I think was the thing.
That was the thing.
Yes, you were like, I'll make the Facebook if you can find my MySpace because it's gonna be impossible. And Duck somehow found it.
Oh wow!
And found you on
That's
MySpace.
great, man. Tell them to send it to me.
I forgot what it was called. It was something like Emo Sunflower.
No, I think I had a real cheesy name at the time. I think it was
iPropfire.
Blood Junkie. That's what it
Okay,
was.
yeah, that's pretty fucking
Yeah,
cheesy.
Blood Junkie.
So edgy, man. I think I need a band-aid for my like edginess.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't remember that, but I mean, I guess that does sound like something I would.
I've done.
Yeah, I would have said. And even then, I remember going over to a friend's house, and you guys were there, and I still didn't want it, and.
We harassed you into it, like
Yeah.
straight up.
Oh no, you guys didn't harass me. You guys just made it.
Yeah, we're like, here's your.
Yeah, you guys
Here's
made
your login info.
You made a fake email just for it.
See, that's a true friend.
So
right there.
if I ever lose,
your login
yeah,
credentials.
like I'm not like
Yeah.
I don't even know the password to that email to like recover it or anything like that. So,
Yeah.
there's
Well,
that.
you can always go back and change your Facebook email. You can do that whenever you want, I think.
Sure, yeah, but I don't want to get notifications or anything like that. Like
It's
so-and-so.
very annoying.
Yeah, I don't.
It's
I'm,
incredibly annoying.
I'm not gonna deal with like so and so commented on so and so
Or you have this notification
Yeah,
from
like-
whatever.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that. So, yeah, I that happened. I don't even remember. Fuck if I wonder what the first profile picture was that y'all put.
I mean, you didn't have we didn't have a profile picture for you. It was just the blank default.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was just a
Okay.
blank default silhouette of a man, and I think after that you put whatever it is that you put. But it was just like a faceless profile for the longest time.
No, well, I shouldn't say faceless. I think it was the one that I had for the longest time was the one where I was walking out of Live Fire after one of our evolutions.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one that I just recently changed it too, actually, a couple of months ago. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't until you guys made that Facebook that I guess I started spending more time on my phone and stuff like that. But before that, it was just occasionally getting on YouTube, and everything else was just music, and that was what I would look up on my phone, or when I would have access to a computer, I would jump on and download like tablatures from Guitar Pro or Tablet, Songster. Like what do I feel like learning today? Hey, there's this really cool Periphery song.
Which
Let's
I
see if
think
there's
it's
tabs
I
for
think
it.
it's one of the cool things, or like one of the biggest contributions I think the internet made to society. That the
Tabs?
fact that you can learn anything
Yeah.
you want now. Like it's not one of those like you have to pay for a class or you have to find someone that knows, because now it's like just go online.
Like I don't know. Like I remember buying tab books back in the day.
Yeah,
I still have them, and I remember opening them, and all you had was your ear and the song, and you're like, I don't see, or I don't hear those notes in there. Like,
and if you didn't know how to read music, you were
yeah,
kind of screwed.
yeah, you were screwed.
Because you were like, everything's evenly spaced out, but that's a quarter note, so that's slightly faster than the rest.
And yeah, like it was, yeah, man. But I mean, we made do. But now you have Guitar Pro that slows things down
for
to like
you,
half speed and stuff like that.
Songster too,
Yeah.
it'll put like you selected an area and it'll just have it on repeat or however it is you want to do it.
Yeah, and I mean it yeah, you have the practice timer too that ups every like so many
Rotations
yeah,
or
like
whatever.
it'll go up 2 beats or something like that. It's really cool, man. That's where my time went back then. Back then. Now I've become a little more, I guess, active on social media, like posting videos and.
I mean, especially now that you're doing a lot of the collab stuff. So you're posting a video like at least once a week.
Well, I'm trying to post every day. even if it's like something old. It's
Yeah,
just
'cause
to kind of keep it going.
Yeah, because I think it.
Not so much old, like an old photo, like hey,
Yeah.
look,
So
me
now
when
it's
I
like
was 17.
I think it's like every other day that I see something from you.
Yeah.
Because I always see your lives as the ones that I mainly look at. Because they're the ones that pop out for me. Because if you post something and I miss it, I'm not gonna find it. Like it's just not gonna show up for me.
It's no big deal. Yeah.
That's
what friends are for, right? No. I mean, yeah, no, it's cool, and I don't understand how Facebook works, because I remember like there were times where I would just not post anything for like a month, and then I would post a video, and then boom, I would get like so many likes and comments and all and views and stuff like that, and then like, hey, this worked really well. I'll post another one like in a day or two, and then I get like 3 likes or something.
Yeah, I think the algorithm for that is if you don't post in like more than a week, it'll promote it. Because it would tell me, it would be like, hey, Chago Garza posted for the first time in a while. Yeah. And it would give me a little notification. I'd be like, ¿Qué puso este? ¿Qué mugrenos este? So yeah, I know Facebook does that, and I know Instagram does that.
Yeah, Instagram does that, yeah.
But I think Instagram does it more than Facebook does.
Well, I mean, yeah. But I guess for the sake of like keeping up with what I'm doing and to keep myself motivated to keep posting is to post at least once a day. And like I said, even if it's an old photo or an old video, like the other day I came across like a stone.
I saw that one.
Yeah, and I had completely forgotten about it, and I was like, why didn't I post this? Like, what?
I like the one you did. I think it was at California Love.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Look what I figured out by accident. It's like, oh shit, dude, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, that was actually by accident, man. That was, and I think I even mentioned it like before I even started playing it. Like I this was straight up an accident, and that was a nice surprise. But what, like I remember it like dun 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 dun. I was like, hey,
this sounds familiar.
Dun, dun. And then from there, I started. It's not like I like I sat down with the intent to figure it out. But like once I recognized what I was doing, I was like, hey. Then I from there started figuring out the rest of it. I just didn't think it was gonna sound that nice on the video. I thought it sounded shit.
I thought it sounded cool as shit.
Thank you. So I mean, I actually don't have my old phone that was recorded on. I had given that phone to my dad, and I remember specifically telling him, "Do not
delete my shit,
reset or delete it or anything like that." And then, fucking 2 weeks later. He was just supposed to use it for just to make quick phone calls or something like that. Maybe cruise the internet until he got his phone. No,
nada.
Halfway, yes, he got rid of everything. Fuck it.
Matanga dijo la changa.
I don't know what the fuck that means, but sure. So, like, yeah, man, like, yeah. I mean, if you could like screen record that and send it to me, I could repost it or something.
I just have to go back and look for it. I know it's somewhere there.
Yeah, it's somewhere there.
I remember seeing it.
So, but they're like I said, I've discovered the magic of like MIDI files and plug-in instrument, digital instruments, stuff like that.
Backing tracks in YouTube was amazing for me.
I've gotten used to like I've learned a little bit on how to make things sound a little more quality wise, recording wise, sound a little bit better. Because before that, I used to just hit the play button and jump into the recording and then just record myself playing to something. And
I used to do I put a headphone or earbud. Yeah, I would put an earbud and then I would play along to the song that I was listening to. That way I could keep tempo and everything without having to worry about fluctuating or shit like that.
Yeah, and so that was one thing, and I remember. I think now that I'm doing like this bigger, I guess, production with my stuff, like, bro, are you even playing? Is that even you for real? Like,
son puras mentiras, no saben tocar la guitarra.
Yeah, and yes, it's me, dude.
Which is like, funny because I've seen those comments on your shit. It's like, bro, that doesn't look like you playing.
Yeah.
It's me.
It's me. What did you tell me this when I got here? Oh, that was you?
Yeah.
Yes, that was me. Like, That's because there's no video. It's just the tracks.
the
and
audio.
I haven't synced the
Well,
video.
I mean,
to
it
the
would be
track.
impossible to play that though, because that has like 6 guitars.
Yes, of course. But I mean, it's layered and all that stuff, and yeah, I understand where I can catch a lot of the heat,
Yeah.
for it. But
Like that's not what an amp will sound like.
yeah, like you
Fucking
can't,
liar.
you can't do that. You can hear. Yeah, but I mean, that's the magic of recording and
editing
yeah,
and
all that stuff.
mixing.
So. But yes, that was me playing that part. All of them, like
that is just fucking hilarious.
yeah,
to me.
and it annoys. I mean, it's funny. It really is funny. It's not. Fuck, I'd be saying the same, dude. Is that really you?
Yeah.
Just like pick at you, or whatever.
Makes you
But-
better, man. Makes you better.
Yeah, definitely. You're right, because it makes me want to fucking hurt myself. No. No. I mean, it just. Oh shit. Why there?
Oh, te van a pegar.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so like, I mean.
Ya valió.
Whatever.
Ya valió.
Anyways, so like, yeah, man, like all of that. Shut up. Don't even.
No te jugando. A mí sí me golpean.
Yeah, I was about to say. So
Fucking, I'll be like the next episode's gonna be like me with like 2 purple eyes and shit, a busted nose. So what happened? I fell down the stairs,
Yeah,
but
right.
you have a single floor house. I fell down some stairs.
none of your business, man.
It was my fault, okay?
Yeah, right.
I was
Like,
asking for it.
battered.
I
Fucking,
ran
yeah,
into the door 4 times.
been abused. Yeah. So I think I don't know, man. Slowly but surely getting a little bit better at this stuff. I mean, it would be nice to. I mean, if you jumped into one of my recordings and stuff like that
Pues
too.
nunca me invitas. Porque me
Oh,
hablas.
you never said anything.
Well, you never have offered.
I haven't, right?
You have not.
All right, I'll admit that. Yeah, I haven't.
It's best.
But I mean, you oh yeah, so like I have seen the stuff that you've put up on your Snapchat and stuff like that, and it sounds just don't sing.
I see. I know I can't sing, but it makes me happy.
Okay, I mean
That's
if it makes
That's
you
it.
happy,
It makes me happy. I know my defects. I know my weaknesses. I know my.
I'm just picking on you, man. I really am. But no, like I mean,
I
yeah,
need all the autotune. All of it. Not a little bit. No, I need all the autotune.
I've seen the stuff that you posted, like, hey man, he's playing this or playing that, and hell, man, maybe we can do our own little thing too.
We need to do Carol of the Bells for Christmas because it's not too hard.
So I actually already have that all the midis and all that stuff on the digital instruments. I actually have that on the bass and the drums. All I need to do is just actually sit down and
We add like 5 harmonies to it and shit.
there's a few of them that I've seen, but I don't think I don't know.
I've seen a couple
the
of
way
them.
Blackened came out. I think I can.
I thought it was the actual album recording when you showed it to me.
So that made me
So
feel
I'm pretty
really
sure
good.
you can.
That made me feel really good. Thank you for that.
Yeah, because when you sent me a voice recording of it.
It was a wave file.
A wave file, yeah. So I thought you were just sending me a snippet of the song to tell me that part's fucked up of the song.
No.
Yeah, when I heard it,
Yeah.
because you're like, oh, this part's so fucked up, but there's so much shit going there, and I was like, yeah, dude, it's fucking Metallica. What did you expect?
I didn't think it was that. I mean, it's one thing to listen to it, but when you actually
See what's going on.
yeah, you see what's being played and what the harmonies are doing, and you see the counter melodies that are being played along with the actual melody. You're just like,
Fuck.
what the hell were these guys on, man? Like how
All the drugs and all the alcohol,
all
dude.
the alcohol, man. Like that was, and it sounds really good. And so I mean, I did have like when I hit that last like I was just immediately like, stop, let me go back and listen to this, and I cranked it on my monitors and I was like,
Oh my god.
I recreated this, you
Yeah,
know,
dude,
like,
and it's super fucking good. I think for the casual listener, they're gonna think it's the original recording.
I hope so, man.
Because I mean, I'm not gonna say I was as big as fan of Metallica as you were, because
I mean, hey,
you have an actual Metallica tattoo, and I
doesn't
don't.
make me a big fan, but
It makes
yeah,
you more
I mean,
committed, you know.
I put them on my skin.
Yeah, you have them on your skin. I don't have them on my skin. But I was to the point that we would play like little snippets and we would guess the song within like seconds.
Yeah, sure.
And it convinced me that it was the original fucking song.
Well, thank you. That means that feels really good. And so, the next step is to record the rest of the music, which shouldn't. What's gonna take the longest is the guitar solo because I haven't played that since I was like, fuck.
Well, I think the only hard part,
16.
the only hard part of that part is the tapping shit. Because he does a
Yeah,
weird tapping
yeah,
thing. Like
there's some
it's not
weird-
like your
yeah.
conventional tapping.
Yeah,
like he
like-
does like some weird fucking rhythm to it.
I think he just kind of randomly tapped and pulled off, and it just so happened that that's the order that shit came out. But for him, it's just the way he.
He plays.
Yeah, that's his quirk or whatever when he does certain things. And if anything, I could just do my own tap and make it fit, and then go into the next part. You know what I mean?
Which is what I've seen most people do. They
Yeah.
actually play like an actual pattern, not just
Yeah.
random notes. Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably gonna be the best solution to that if I can't nail what is being, because I mean, even then, why not do my own
Yeah.
little thing for that, portion for the solo, and give it some, I guess, a little more
Pizzazz.
yeah, or a little more, make it more personal. Yeah,
It could be like that
this
guy,
is my interpretation.
the guy who had recreated Saint Anger and added the
Oh
guitar
yeah.
solos.
Yeah.
That guy is a cool guy. Like that guy did some badass fucking work.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
On that same note, do you think the internet killed the music industry? Because you were more old school than I was. Because you actually bought records.
I don't know how to feel
And
about that.
I don't know, because I mean,
Yeah,
because
all right.
yeah, because you grew up actually buying CDs,
tapes and
tapes and stuff. Which I really didn't. I till today I don't really buy. I buy them as a luxury to say, hey, you know what? I support this artist. I'm gonna buy.
I haven't bought a CD in years.
I bought the last one I bought was Hardwire, which was
Okay, yeah.
2 years ago.
So I did buy Hardwire, but I bought that because I've bought every single Metallica album.
Yeah, which is like I said, it's more of a luxury or just for the fact to say that you have it, like a collector's thing.
Yeah, and my car doesn't even have a CD player.
Same thing. Like I was pissed because I was like, hey, badass, I have it. Where it? Oh, no,
Yeah,
not the
not tiene. Yeah, so you have to
yeah.
download it and. Hey man,
which are cool because they gave you a digital copy,
Yeah.
which is cool as shit.
So, did it?
I feel it did. I feel they did because they're to the point where
I
you're not really gonna sell albums anymore. Like I don't think that's a thing anymore.
Yeah, definitely not. Okay, I won't say it killed it, but it definitely changed.
They crippled it.
I think it changed the way the game works because, I mean, now there's so much talent in the world, and now because of the internet, people are actually able to get discovered a lot easier through social media. Like you have these musicians that are just so talented. It just takes that one video or that one,
And boom.
yeah, and it just goes viral, and this person, just became
Became the next big thing. Yeah, I mean, that's what happened to pretty much most modern artists, especially like in the pop era, pop industry. Like I know that happened to Bieber. They found him on YouTube videos. That happened to Post Malone. He was a SoundCloud rapper, and they had that one song saying, "Hey, But at the same time, I feel like that watered down the quality of music too.
So
Yeah, I feel like
Man,
it's
yeah.
watered down. But again, I don't know if it's one of those that we're just getting older and we hate everything that wasn't made when we were young.
That could be a thing, yeah.
But I feel like it legitly just watered down.
There's some stuff out there, man, that I've come across that's like, why is this a thing?
Yeah.
Like
It's straight up.
like
And that's, for me, it feels like a big thing because I'm not the type of person that is just into just one genre of music. So
Yeah,
with me,
sure,
it's
yeah.
not just metal. Like I'm into everything except country.
Yeah.
that's where I draw the line.
Yeah.
Just everything except country. I'll listen to rap. I'll listen to, I think it's considered trap or whatever it's called, which is like another version of rap, and hip hop and pop and everything. But there's a lot of music that I'm listening to and I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Yeah, there's some like and I totally feel you. I can younger, I used to just live life with blinders, and if it wasn't heavy metal,
It was bad.
it
Yeah.
sucked, anyway. Even though deep down inside there were some songs that like,
You were afraid to say that you liked.
yeah, like it was, yeah, like some kind of guilty pleasure.
I had that because I like 2 Coldplay songs, and I would not tell anybody that I like 2 Coldplay songs.
So I don't know if you saw one of my posts on Instagram, but I put up that TikTok song that whenever you're ready.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
Deep down inside, I was like, this is so why do I like it? But she has
It's
a great
catchy, yeah.
voice, and it's catchy. I wasn't ready to admit that, and I was so nervous about putting that on
On social
myself
media,
playing it.
yeah.
Yeah, like I was like, I'm gonna get so much hate for this, but no, it actually like, hey dude,
I
that actually sounds really good. Like, do you mind sending me the guitar tracks and I can sing over them? Like, oh,
Dan.
that's really nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's really nice of you, man. Like, wow.
I don't know if that was an age thing or just like a social change where people are more open about their guilty pleasures.
I mean, I think for me, it's an age thing. I mean, I think it's just like I'm okay with admitting that I
you
like
other stuff.
Yeah, and it's been like that for a while, but I don't go and you and me won't go to the mall, and that's not gonna be playing on the radio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna listen, and I'm not gonna go home and listen to it before I go to bed or when I'm cleaning or doing something like that. Like, it's not gonna be in my playlist. But if the song pops up and I'm somewhere, or if I'm in your car and you play it, I'm not gonna say, hey dude, turn that shit off. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm like, hey man, that's actually a pretty good song.
That happened to me. That one song, and I still love this song. Was "Feel It Still" by Portugal the Man.
Mm-hmm.
That, like, when I heard that song, I was like, "What is this? This is fucking amazing!"
Mm-hmm.
But it was like so different to what I would normally listen to, to like Metallica or Pantera and all this shit. And I was like, just gonna save this.
Yeah, man.
So I make sure not to forget the name.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there, man, that you can come across and like and just kind of not want to admit it to yourself. But at the end of the day, that song made you turn your head, made you say, ooh.
A ver, ¿cómo?
Hey, what
¿Otra
is
vez?
it? Yeah, like, I want to hear that again. So did the internet break the music industry?
I think so, because it got rid of record sales.
Okay.
Because they're not really a thing anymore. Because
Agreed.
everybody's gonna buy online. You're gonna buy just that one song.
I agree.
I also think it killed, like, music videos aren't really a thing because you're just gonna watch them on YouTube.
Yeah.
The only thing that you get is a
I feel like if you go on.
playing on a tour,
Yes. Okay.
and even then that's again just a luxury
Mhm.
because you don't get anything out of it.
Yeah.
Like, in reality, you don't really get anything out of it because half of the artists nowadays don't even perform live.
Yeah.
It's all backing tracks and other shit like that. So you're not even seeing them
Yeah, dude.
perform live unless you're watching, like, I believe metal bands still do it, like actual metal bands. Like, I know Metallica hates playing with backing tracks, and like they'll straight up like make fun of people they do. I feel that is a little bit better because you kind of have that little bit more
it's
personal.
authentic.
Yes, because you can hear them fuck up, and you're like, you missed a note, or you fucked up there, and this and that. So I like
off
that.
the wah pedal. I agree. So, like, I mean, I'm guilty of it. I have digital instruments. I have the drummer and I have the bass player, and that's because I don't go out and practice with other musicians anymore. Unfortunately, I wish there was more a drummer and a bass player that I could hook up with, and we can do some stuff. I know a good friend of mine has offered to hang out and jam, and I do plan on taking him up on that offer. And we'll see where that goes. But we've worked together before. We did like one song, and it was on iTunes, actually. Was it on iTunes?
Ooh.
Yeah, it was on iTunes, I think. And it was for download and stuff like that. It was the Guy DeVere stuff that we did.
Oh, I remember that shit.
Yeah. And it worked, so we might get together and hang out and do some stuff. But yeah, I feel like, if you made it before the internet, it was like one of those, like, yeah, like hard work and
dedication and all this shit paid off.
And not only that, the fans too were just hardcore. You had the backing, you had the following. On the other side of the coin, it gives the opportunity for other bands that don't have that to just all of a sudden explode overnight. And it's like, hey, what is?
Yeah,
who are these guys?
It could just be that your mommy and daddy have money and you could afford a badass fucking sound engineer and you get a real pretty music video and you fucking made it.
Wasn't there somebody like that who did that Friday?
Yeah.
Wasn't she like something?
Yeah, her mom and dad paid for like this really expensive music video and shit like that, and she became famous not for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people criticized her music.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
But I mean, she became famous.
Yeah.
She literally became famous overnight, and it's like, holy shit.
Was the song a hit? I don't
think. No,
I don't know.
No, it was just like one of those things that people just like to hate.
It became something like, oh my god, listen to this song. Yeah,
that's pretty much what it
sucks, man.
What it became. But then you had songs like fucking Chocolate Rain. Did you hear that one?
Chocolate Rain.
Yeah. And it was like that's fucking cool. It was
vocal
random.
range was
like it was fucking random, dude.
I can't even do that.
Chocolate Rain. The lyrics to those songs are like super dark.
Chocolate, like no, I can't even do that though.
Chocolate, no, fuck.
Right.
Yeah. Before I break the mic. But yeah, I think the problem now, at least personally, I think the problem now is that music is no longer about the lyrics, which I hate. And now it's just about having a catchy beat.
You kidding me, man? Have you heard that WAP song?
It's not about the lyrics, it's about the beat, dude. I hate that song with a passion. I don't.
Well, what do you recognize the most? The lyrics?
I don't.
Oh.
I recognize the beat.
I'm not gonna ruin that, and I'm not gonna sing it for you. I'll let you.
Yeah, no, I've heard it before. The thing is that what drives me to a song, besides the composition of the instruments, is I'm really into lyrics. Like if the lyrics are like deep and shit like that, they actually have a meaning. Okay. I'll like that song. That song like really into like 21 Pilots and stuff like that.
Cool.
Which apparently a lot of people don't like.
I've heard.
But, I'm a huge fan of them. But that's what drives me to music. I mean, I have the same standard for rap and hip hop and everything like that. Then there's her, and I don't like any of her music. Like the only song I think she has that I like is Bodak Black or Bodak Yellow. I don't know, some shit like that. And I don't even like the lyrics. I just like the beat. Okay, that's it for me. And I'm like, it doesn't satisfy me musically.
So I don't really know like I don't know very many of her songs, but I know that one's like
the most popular one.
Like one of the most popular ones, I guess.
I think it's just popular because how explicit it is.
Yeah. And
it's just like shock, and that's it.
Yeah. But I mean, then again, there's always, songs like that are known for their lyrical content. That are just like, they said that, and that's, I guess, what makes the song a little more provocative and a little more sought after or listened to because of the lyrics,
Which, again, I can't really criticize because I'm a huge Eminem fan. And the reason why Eminem became so famous is because he would curse like a motherfucker in all his albums.
I like how you had to curse
while
you... Yeah, sure, yeah. And I mean, Eminem used to, he still is a great rapper. And I remember, he used to be...
Yeah, like that was, I mean, he
pretty out there.
He got to the point that like Congress was trying to censor him. That's the reason why we have the parental advisor stickers on your CDs and stuff like that. Because back then, if you wanted to get noticed, you had to find something that made you stand out from the rest.
Yeah, sure.
And I think nowadays that's not really a thing. Now you just need a catchy beat because there's like a mumble rap.
Oh man,
I hate mumble rap because I don't know what they're saying, and then when I do hear what they're saying, they're like
mumble rap that's auto-tuned.
Yes, and then like
man,
when you can actually understand them, they're just saying like stupid words together. It's like they don't even rhyme. It's just like Pop-Tart, car drop, something, and it's like what are you like? There's like no composition to it whatsoever, and I fucking hate it.
Hey man,
It just drives me insane.
well, I mean, it obviously pleases some people out there. And did those people get famous on the internet, or did they bust their ass and
I mean,
go out and perform and stuff like that? I don't know.
I can't disqualify their work, 'cause I'm pretty sure they did go out there and bust their ass and have a good live performance. Because if you suck live, people are not gonna follow you as much. You know?
I would think not too, right? But
Yeah, so I'll give them credit for that, because I'm pretty sure they need to have some good work ethic.
yeah, hopefully, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
But I just fucking hate it.
Yeah, no, I know, man, and I mean, hey, there's preferences out there, man, and some people are into it, some people aren't. Just like us in our world of heavy metal, not everybody likes that they can't understand what vocalists
Are screaming or whatever.
Yeah, whatever, and everybody's like, how can you listen to that? And you can't understand the words they're saying. Oh, really? You can understand what he's mumbling?
Yeah. See, I was having that discussion. I forgot with who it was.
And it's all in the key of G. You
Yes.
can't even distinctly make a fucking...
Yeah.
What is this?
It's all just one fucking note.
Notice how I had to do this so I wouldn't...
Yeah.
yeah.
And
If you're listening, I pulled off
my headset.
my headset so that I could
Hear
yell
yourself.
a
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that yeah, man, that kind of stuff just, come on, man,
and I've had that discussion with people before, and I'm like, I think most music is a variation of metal. Like every main branch of music has some metal into it. Because if you listen to narco corridos, they're aggressive, dude. Like they talk about some dark shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like Spanish metal. It's just that they don't have a distorted guitar, but they have an accordion.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of having guitar solos, they have accordion solos. So it has that same thing to it. And then
And if you really, really pay attention to the musical content behind a lot of Tejano and that there's some really, really cool stuff going on. The bass players are usually going off the bajo sextos or guitars. There was one group in particular. I know I just completely hijacked your topic, but I feel like I have to mention this. I sat in for a rehearsal. These guys were called Los Frijoles Románticos.
Oh shit, I have never heard of them.
I had never heard of them either, but apparently they were pretty popular here in the valley. And I sat in for one of their rehearsals. My old drummer was playing he was going to perform live with them, so he was just going over their music. And I had a chance to sit down and just watch and listen. Man, the guitar player's rig. This guy was at the time he was in his late 50s.
Okay,
Ya estaba
he's an old cat.
ya estaba señor. And this guy had a Wolfgang PV guitar. This guitar was beautiful.
Yeah.
And his rig, he had a Fender something. I don't remember what type of amp it was.
That's blown my mind, because I've known a couple of them, and they're super into Fender,
Yeah.
American made, into good fucking shit.
And this dude knew exactly what he was using. And man, let me tell you, bro, his approach to the chords that he was using behind the melody, following, playing with the bass player and the drummer was just fucking mind-boggling. I had a very, very different idea of what
was actually going on.
Yeah, until I saw him, and then I was just like, what fucking chord is that? And they're not your typical sevenths.
Yeah, because
majors and minors. We're talking extended range.
Yeah,
fucking
13th diminished, ninth or whatever.
And they work. And I mean, the dude was super cool. He was like, yeah, you want to play it?
Dale.
Yeah,
Dale
aquí
gas.
está. And dude, I was just immediately intimidated.
Yeah.
I was at my peak.
Yeah.
I
I had a similar experience, because there's another local band that's still around that does that, and people are gonna give me shit for it because I'm probably gonna get the name wrong because I don't listen to a lot of Tejano. I think it was Intenso.
Intenso, yes.
Yes, those dudes, at least from what I've seen, they're metalheads, because they dress up in all black with the piercings and the tattoos, sleeveless shirts, the torn sleeveless shirts.
Okay.
and I seen a couple of their shows, like the live recordings and stuff. And the intro, it's like a drum solo with like distorted guitar, and it's like, dude, this is fucking rock and roll. But then they play Tejano.
They're set. Yeah.
Yeah, they play Tejano, but it's like a distorted bajo sexto and shit. So it sounds cool as shit.
Yeah.
But it has that craziness where the two genres are so different but so similar at the same time.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, it kind of is, because you have these rhythm instruments, and you have a lead instrument, a lot like, you know, rhythm guitars or rhythm section, and a solo guitar or lead player or whatever. In this case, it's an accordion.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of the drummers are usually very, very technical drummers.
Yeah.
As standard as the beat may be.
And the reason why I know that their drummers are like crazy is because your old drummer told me about that. He's like, dude, this is fucked up, because he's really good.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's like, it gave me a hard time because it's one rhythm on my legs and a completely different rhythm up here.
Yep.
So it's not like your standard, like if you're doing metal, you're just... So it lets you move around, but now this is like
There's
in your legs, and then doing like another completely rhythm on with your arms.
polymeters.
Yeah, so I was like...
Or polyrhythms, whatever.
I was like, that's why I play guitar, man.
Yeah, man.
It's easy.
Uh,
Or easier.
So, like, I mean, yeah, I can see why you can make that. So, I mean, a lot of those musicians are very, very talented. There you go. That's a good way. They're very, very talented musicians. And that's just what the type of music that they choose to play, and that's cool. It's cool that you bring up Intenso. I remember I watched those guys perform back in 1990, 95, 96, maybe a long time ago.
So they didn't even have instruments back then?
Long time ago. I don't remember. I still have a T-shirt that their old vocalist autographed for me. I don't know if he's still the vocalist. I think his name was... Fuck.
I wouldn't know.
Well, anyway.
I'm pretty sure they probably do. But...
Yeah, it was it was an old vocalist, man. I don't know if it was like the first lineup or whatever. The guy was super cool. The whole band was super cool. And just being around, you know, musicians that were jamming really, really always caught my attention, because I was always just kind of like mesmerized. What's he playing? And the drums sound really good.
I think that's a guitarist thing. Like, whenever you see another guitar player play, like, the first thing you do is like...
He fucked up, you know, or like, yeah, definitely. But, I mean, it's kind of hard to spot, you know, when they're playing their own music.
Yeah.
Was it intentional or not, you know? But, yeah, man, like, I mean... Back to this what we were talking about. Did the internet break the music industry? I don't know. It depends on who you ask. Yeah, you know, I mean, I bought CDs and tapes. I still do, depending on who releases it. You know, but that's for my collection and for me to have. And, you know, did the internet... I guess the other side would be like, did the internet help the music industry, or did it help musicians?
I think it helped musicians, but it hurt the industry.
Probably, yeah. So yeah, there's that, and I guess it also gives independent artists that aren't signed
a chance
to put up their music for download. And
yeah, because I mean, there's countless people that are getting famous just solely through YouTube.
Yeah, my buddy Matt, you know, he just recently released a couple songs on streaming platforms, on Spotify, and I think on iTunes. I think there's one more, and he does reggae, complete left turn from what we used to play when we were teenagers. Good for him. My buddy Juan, him too. He's doing his own project. It sounds really, really good. I've been lucky, and they've sent me, you know, this stuff, you know, before I guess it gets put out there.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, dude, what do you think? Dude, that sounds really good. I didn't even know you were doing this. Like, why didn't you tell me sooner? You know, so it's giving them an opportunity to put their music out there and to get noticed, and to, I mean, even make a little bit of money. You know?
Yeah,
It's
that is true.
It's 50 cents a download, or $1, whatever it is, or...
I think it's like $1 a download, because I think Apple has a minimum. Like, the minimum price has to be like $1.
Does it?
Yeah, I think with Apple, like
Okay.
at least that's what it used to be. Like the cheapest you could sell anything was $1.
Okay.
You couldn't go beyond like lower than $1.
Okay. So I mean, there's I guess there's that. So I mean, yeah, I guess it helped musicians out, get their stuff out there, and get noticed, and get maybe possibly recognized. As far as hurting the industry itself, yeah, I could see how it did, because I mean, obviously musicians used to survive on record sales, and
Now it's just merch and tour.
now it's just merch and touring. Yeah.
See, one of my things, and I mean I didn't get to experience it as much as you guys did, but there was a certain satisfaction to going to a music store
Yeah.
and like going to like I remember I think Walmart had it where you could put the headset on and you could scan it and it would give you like little demos of the songs.
I remember that.
And
Shit, I forgot about that.
yeah, like I thought that was cool as shit because it would give you a little demo, and at least personally I would go based on the album cover. So if the album cover looked good, I would grab that CD.
Yeah.
And that's how I discovered
That's
like a
how you
lot of
discover
my
some bands,
the newer bands for me was strictly through album covers. And I feel like that's something that is just completely lost now, and it's never gonna come back. It's never gonna get replicated, I should say.
I discovered Sodom like that. I think I discovered Rob Zombie like that.
I think Rob Zombie was another one that
I saw
found out because of that.
Yeah, I found Hellbilly Deluxe. I was like, what
The
is
fuck is that,
this
dude?
magic? Who is this fucking freak?
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm gonna... And then it Spooks, Dragula, fucking Living Dead Girl. What lyrics on... I'm taking this now, you know, like, let's see where this goes. And I was just immediately hooked.
And I mean,
Super Beast?
to an extent, you can argue that you still have that because YouTube does that for me. If I'm playing, say Metallica, it'll randomly throw in songs that are similar by a different artist.
Oh yeah. So if you like Metallica, you might enjoy I don't know, fucking another artist that's similar, Megadeth, you know.
Yeah, it'll give you and then from Megadeth, it'll give you.
Oh, you like As I Lay Dying? Well, you might like Unearth.
Yeah.
You like Unearth? You might like whoever else is, you know, in that genre. What is it? Atreyu, As I Lay Dying. What's the name of that other band that does a Deepest Gray? All That Remains.
Yeah, All That
you know,
Remains.
Like, yeah, all those bands, you know, they all kind of like, they hang out.
Yeah.
think.
They're like I don't want to say interchangeable, but they're within that little circle.
Yeah.
And I mean to an extent it does that, but I don't think it gives you that same satisfaction as actually going out there and finding like a CD or a record, however you want to call it, and finding that music by yourself.
My brother gave me this record, or not a record, gave me a CD in 2000.
2000.
Yeah, in
Fucking
2000.
Gorillas or what?
2001, I believe. And it was this album called Chaosphere.
Okay.
And I had never seen an album like this before. Maybe if you can put it somewhere here. And you know, I couldn't, for the life of me, I couldn't pronounce the name of this band. You know, I remember opening up the CD case and looking at the booklet, and I remember seeing this picture of God knows what the hell it was.
It was just something.
Yeah, it was like a brain encased in a sphere with spikes in it.
Oh God, some like fucking Hellraiser kind of shit.
Yeah, and it was just like, what the fuck is this? You know, I put it on, and you know, I think I had like the same couple CDs in my CD player, just, you know, on repeat, you know, in that little shuffle thing, and you know, I put it on, and as soon as it popped on, man, I just you know, threw my head back like, what the hell is this? And I couldn't. I maybe listened to it for like fucking 10 seconds, maybe less, and I just stopped it. Like, I can't. Well, I don't know what the hell just happened. I couldn't understand what came out of this.
That was me when I first heard Screamo. I was like,
well, so I put the CD away and I shelved it for about 4 or 5 years, and it wasn't until I was on a Dream Theater forum, and I saw some guys talking about this band called Meshuggah. And I was like, oh, and they put up a picture of the album, and I was like, that looks fucking familiar. Like, what Chaos Fear? Like, that sounds familiar. Like, what the fuck? And if it's in the Dream Theater forum and they're talking about it,
You know it's good.
yeah, like it's got to be good. And I was like, but I've seen this before. Like, where, I get up and I go to my little CD case, and I see it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I've had this here for the whole
all this
and
fucking time.
Yeah, but like at the same time, like I remember I didn't hate it, but I was like,
The fuck is this shit?
yeah, like I didn't understand this. And they were talking specifically about this song called New Millennium Cyanide Christ. And it was, I think it's like the second song on the album or the fourth one. It doesn't matter. It was on there, and I put it on and I skipped to it, and then boom, which is actually one of the songs that I covered. And it popped on. I'm like, oh God, what I guess I had a little bit more of an appreciation for the music
Which is what I was gonna say, because that's the same issue that I had with Tool. When I first heard Tool, I didn't like Tool, but then once I knew what was going on and I could, I guess, appreciate the instruments more, I was like, this shit's fucking amazing.
Yeah, man, and I mean, definitely. So I had Meshuggah shelved for a couple years, and I never realized what I had, and it was. But it was because of the album cover
that dragged you to it.
Like what, why? You know what I mean?
Because why not?
Yeah, and I became a fan ever since. I started to appreciate what they were doing musically and what they offered to the metal world that they still do, and a lot of people are now trying to emulate in their own way, and
because they popularized. Well, at least I would give them credit for popularizing 7-stringers and 8-stringers.
Yeah.
Because,
you had bands like Korn and Orgy.
Yeah, but
Dream Theater, Steve Vai, they used it.
Yeah, but they didn't use it the same way. Because if you look at Dream Theater and you look at Steve Vai, you don't think, like, heavy as can be. Like, you think technical, you think, like, clean distortion kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you think Korn, you think, or at least myself, I mainly think effects than the actual instrument.
Sure, yeah.
Because if you're gonna play a Korn song, you probably need some kind of pedal. At least for like 80% of their songs, you need some kind of pedal. It's not just a guitar. But then there's Meshuggah.
Yeah,
and it's
those guys are just balls to the wall.
Yeah, it's like, is he playing a bass at that point? I think he is. I think that's a bass string on top.
Yeah, they've gotten. And it seemed like so the 7-string stuff came in, and then they introduced 8-stringers in.
I think they're in 9 now.
Oh, I'm not sure. So I know that they introduced the 8-stringers in was it Nothing? And I remember it was a big deal, reading it in the magazine. We've custom built 8-string guitars for this album called Nothing, and I remember all of us were just waiting, chomping at the bit, waiting for that album to drop, and the first song came out, Stinga. Dun, 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 dun.
That's a fucking bass, dude.
Yeah, it was just like, what the fuck?
It's a distorted bass.
Yeah, it's a distorted bass.
That's all it is. It's a fucking distorted bass.
Yeah, and that album was so. And then I guess like the bigger hit on there was Rational Gaze, and they put that 8-stringer to work, and I'm not sure if they're running 9-stringers. But
I've heard they are.
I want to. I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they are. Yeah, I think they are. Hey. So, I know like when they released Bleed, when they were able to play thrash on an 8-stringer,
which is impressive as
or
fuck.
9-stringer, whatever it is.
I think that one's still an 8.
I remember all of us were like, well, if they went to 8-stringers, they've got to go to 9s, and I'm pretty sure they did.
I want to say I heard that they were already on 9s, but it was only like 1 or 2 songs.
Let's find out.
Yeah, let's find out. We have the power of the interwebs.
So yeah, you're right. I guess they didn't really.
Because you can only go so low, because eventually you're gonna come back to E. In which case, you're just playing E an octave lower.
let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this one's an 8, 7. Well, let's go to Frederick Thornton Endahl, their guitar player. That's a fucking huge guitar. If you guys could see what...
That looks like a fucking harp at this point, dude.
Yeah, DR strings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah,
I guess they're still in 8.
Oh, no. Yeah, I guess there's a 9 string. Oh, I wonder if I can... Where is his gear?
In su casa.
Yeah, they tuned down to F on their 8 stringers. Yeah.
Which, I mean, at that point, you're almost a full octave lower. Might as well just go to standard again.
Yeah.
They have a step from being E.
That's because I think they tuned down like a half step. Yeah, they tuned down a half step. Apparently he tunes it down even lower on spasm.
God damn,
B
dude.
flat, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat. The hell? Oh.
Is that me or is that you?
Yeah, it looks like it's just 8 stringers. Shit.
Never
Well,
mind.
either
Either
way-
way to me.
Either way, man, that's still really
Heavy
yeah.
and really low. Stupidly low. Because, I mean, at that point, like I said, they're playing another instrument. It's not even guitar anymore. It's a bass.
So the heaviest gauge string on here that I'm seeing, mind you, this is on Wiki, so I can't be too certain that everything is
100% correct.
yeah. So it looks like the heaviest gauge of string that they have is a 70 on their 8, which is pretty cool, and it looks like a pretty standard 9 to 46, and then a 52 at the B string, and then a 70 on the F sharp, or F in this case, since they tuned down what do you call it?
Half step.
A half step, yeah. So yeah, definitely. These guys were just, amazing, and then they just distorted their shit so much that it was so hard for me to understand. I remember going back and listening to that first song on the album, and that song is literally, I don't even know the name of the fucking, I should have, whatever. It's a crazy song, but still, I gave it the chance, and I started listening to the rest of the stuff, and Meshuggah, man. But I mean, the album cover is what
caught your eye.
caught
Yeah,
my
yeah.
attention. Yeah,
Which, again, that's something that is forever lost.
yeah. And that's really funny, man, that you bring that up, because I mean, I hadn't thought about that in a very, very long time, man.
Yeah. I was thinking about it the other day because I think Walmart has a music section, but it's like have an aisle now. And I was like, everyone, these used to be like 2 aisles.
Yeah.
And it was like front and back.
One side, yeah.
Yeah, and then like now it's like everything's condensed to like 2 shelves now.
Yeah.
So fuck. And then vinyls came back, which I think is cool as shit because I like vinyls.
So I know a couple friends that collect vinyls, but I mean, I don't really hear. But then again, I don't even have a record player to be able to tell the difference. So.
It depends on the music. Some music sounds really good in vinyls. Others is not meant for it. Like, you're not gonna play a pop album on a vinyl. It's not gonna
It's not gonna be the same.
Yeah, but if you're gonna play like an AC/DC album or something, it'll sound cool on a vinyl because it has that grit to it, I guess.
Cool. All right. I guess maybe I'll look into maybe getting a vinyl one day or a vinyl machine.
They're pretty cheap. I mean, at this point, they're pretty cheap.
Yeah, get an old school record player, maybe put on some, because I do have some vinyls. I have some old Iron Maiden
Nice.
records from back in the day.
Yeah.
Killers and stuff like that. I've Michael Jackson. I think I even have like Beverly Hills Cop on record.
Nice.
That's
That's
time
funny.
ago, man. Yeah, a long time ago. But yeah, man. I mean, music and the music industry is, I don't know. It's very, very different from what I
Grew up with.
yeah, definitely.
All right, man. Well, we've been going at this for like over about 2 hours now. I think it's probably one of our longest episodes.
Hey, man. Well,
hopefully y'all still stay tuned with
yeah,
us.
right.
I'm thinking that I might break it up into 2 episodes. Like, one will be like the first half, and then the second half will probably be us just talking about music.
Cool.
Because we talked about music for a long fucking time.
These were your topics.
I
ran
am not complaining about it. I'm happy.
not either.
Yeah,
I'm not either.
I'm happy. Well, thank you all for sticking with us. Don't forget to follow us on the Instagrams and the Facebooks and
Please
the YouTubes.
leave a comment Do not forget that he did not know what the carbonite bath was.
I said carbonite afterwards.
No.
I was close. I said carbon.
Yeah.
I was just missing the other half.
You said carbonated.
Shut up.
Yeah, I mean, let us know what weird ads you've gotten, and any other.
How Facebook creeps on you and
Yeah.
nobody cares about it.
Yeah.
Maybe shit you missed from being a kid, man. Like the Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah. Hey, whatever cartoons you watched too as a kid, you know. Maybe we didn't mention them, you know.
Guerreros del Zodiaco.
Ay, güey, su pinche madre.
The Zodiac Knights. Senseiya. Something like that. Whatever. Don't know what I'm talking about. Hopefully.
To Ricky's cousins, guys.
No. You guys will never meet. I hope you know that you guys are never gonna meet,
A
man.
los primos de Ricardo.
No.
Because I know you said that they have trouble understanding us,
Yeah.
but you know, hey.
Saludos.
Shout out, saludos. Yeah.
Saludos. Oh god, man. Well, yeah, like I said, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Tequila in the Jarro. If you're watching us on the website, vice versa. Stay tuned for hopefully something special that we might do if we decide to do something musically.
Cool. Yeah. And happy Thanksgiving, because I think this will probably be on Thanksgiving. I think.
I'm thinking I'm gonna release it like the day of or something.
Okay, so happy Thanksgiving. Gobble gobble. Be safe. Wear your masks.
Yeah.
That works. Bye.
Adios.